niggas shaking, wondering if I'm a creeper. Little hood rap bitch from 25th named Tamika, coming through like I do, you know, getting my bark on. Knew she was a dog, cause when I met her, she had a scarf on. 54'11", size 7 and girls. Baby face would look like she was 11.
We have an intervention to do tonight, guys.
Remember me from way back? I'm the same
we have an intervention to do for a brother tonight.
TNT used to play that. Still here, so it's all good. Oh, you know my niggas rich and them doing their thing on 35th day. It's a small hood. It's all wood, so let me get that number.
You know what I mean?
Alright, hit you on the track later on, see what's up. Talking to shorty made me wanna do something nice. Looking at that ass made me wanna do something tonight. And I know right when I see right. Shorty looking like she tight, she bite. Better give a nigga the green light. When my games are being played, I just do it down. It's all to this card, that's no plan. Nigga trying to give me enough.
Welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm your host with the motherfucking most, Chill motherfucking Murray. And you are now tuned in to the Live from the Spot podcast. Tyreka Diggs, greetings. Hope all is well as well. Thank you for tuning in. Thank everybody for tuning in. Or not tuning in. You know how we do and how we rock. That's just the saying we always say here. I love everybody tuning in. I figured out how to get the chat working on the multi-stream, so I can see who's talking on Twitch. Which nobody used to talk on Twitch, but I know everybody's on YouTube. So now I can see y'all talking on YouTube while I'm doing this shit. So like I said, welcome everybody. We got a different one to do tonight. Because I noticed everybody's just been bashing this brother. Everybody has just been bashing this brother. And I'm not going to say for good reason, but I'm going to say for comprehensive reasons. For the simple fact that it just seems like he's been doing a lot over the years. And he's kind of got, like I said before, and let me also clarify what I said before about the whole little girls thing, right? Not necessarily underage girls, but having the rich nigga syndrome, where the older you get, the younger you date, and the more you lie about your age a little bit, unfortunately. Hello, Erica. How you doing, Miss Blackston? The more you lie about your age, and like I said, the more money you get, the more power you have access to. So, with that power comes great responsibility, as the great Uncle Ben said. Unfortunately, you have not been using that responsibility wisely, because it's been a series of these chicks. This ain't the first time that this has happened with you. And not necessarily a rape case, but this ain't the first time that chicks have wilded out with you. And at some point, this shit gotta stop, my brother. So tonight, we are here to help you and give you an intervention. From one brother to another. Because on some real shit, cause I'm 35, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no shame in the game. I'm 35. I'm grown a little bit. Not all the way, but, you know. Men mature when they're going to mature. I'll say it that way. The average female does mature around the age of 25. Which we will get into that particular point in just a second as well. Because that's very true. Most women do mature by the age of 25. I finally made it live, my favorite YouTube channel. Hey, how you doing, Miss Foster? How you doing there? Good evening to you. Good evening, Justin. Yes, he does. The drinking is very excessive with the Hennessy. And again, it's one of the major things that leads to the problems that we've been having. Now, I like to drink too. I like to indulge. You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking now. At the same time, you still have to watch yourself and watch your surroundings. On the other side of that, like I said, is the money. Spending on, you can spend on your woman, but when you make it so the woman thinks that it's nothing but that she's there for is for you to spend on her, there's a problem. When you're not trying to uplift the woman with your money, there's a problem. When she is not trying to uplift herself with the money and you ain't notice it, there's a problem. So, let's start out with the mentality of things. Because your mentality, I notice, stems from a certain place.
Listen, if I meet a beautiful woman and she has a child, it doesn't mean I won't fuck her, doesn't mean I won't mess with her a little bit, but the chance of me being long-term with that woman while she has another man's kid, for me personally, is 0%. And there's 3 reasons why that is. The first reason is I watched a documentary about gorillas about 6 years ago. And let me tell you something about how gorillas work, right? So gorillas,
I like this, by the way. Yo, I've taken a lot of human sociology based on how animals move.
100%.
Because we act like we're so independent, we're so socialized to deal with shit, but in reality, instinctually, we move like
100%.
Exactly. Go ahead.
We're animals, right? So let's look at how gorillas work. So if you have a bunch of gorillas let's say you have 5 gorillas and five male gorillas and 5 female gorillas in a fucking, I don't know what you call a pride of gorillas, but a bunch of motherfucking gorillas, yeah? 5 males, 5 females. That's not 5 couples. You have one alpha gorilla fucking all 5 women, and the other 4 gorilla men get no pussy unless they beat the alpha up, but they can't because he's the alpha, he's the big G. So the big G has all the gorillas, right? Once he impregnates one of them gorillas, he doesn't really have that much interest in the baby. And what happens is, once she's knocked up and she has the kid, he's too busy trying to find a new bit of pussy with never had a baby and chasing the other female gorillas. And what happens is the other 4, the beta gorillas, turn up and pretend to look after that baby to get themselves some gorilla puss. That's what happens.
Andrew Tate has an interesting mind.
Now, let's extrapolate that out, right? So we're talking about the bum in high school, right?
Yes.
But man, if my man can run around and impregnate 4 bitches, and then some other dudes come along taking his fucking kid to school, and he's like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't that guy. I know.
Neither am I.
So you feel me?
Yo, neither am I. Yo, it's plagued me. And then, you know what? And listen, good thing you're well traveled, because if you were just always like stateside, you're gonna get shamed with the term of you got little dick energy.
Oh, bro.
Now, blessings from Australia as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And oh, thank you, Hannah. Thank you for tuning in as well. Thank you, love. Listen closely here to what DJ Academics asks Andrew Tate and his response to it as well.
Oh, listen, and
dude, you got little dick energy because you won't take little Johnny that was born with the girl that you're fucking, but he was born by the nigga who fucked her and dipped.
Right.
He's on to his other women.
That's right.
If you won't bring her to school because you're dealing with his mom, you have a little dick energy. You don't have confidence. Confidence now, they're rebranding it. They're rebranding it to be, you could take care of another man's production.
Bro, you know what's crazy? This actually ties back in. Serious. It ties back in perfectly to what you were saying earlier about traveling. If you go to Russia, I lived in Moscow for a while, right?
I listened to everything you were saying. I'm like, yo, this is like a different land. Bro, I've never been.
Bro, in Russia, a woman with a child ain't going to get a dude. She ain't going to get a guy. So the reason they break up less, the reason the women stick by the men, the reason the women are more loyal is because by the time she has that man's kid, her chance of leaving and dating somebody else is fucking 0. So if her man's still basically paying the bills, all right, he cheats, he does what he does, but he's home twice a week and the bill's paid. She ain't got nowhere else to fucking go, because the idea of being a single mother and getting a man in a place like Russia is 0. You come here to America and it's just like, oh yeah, you're right, you should take him to school. I don't owe that motherfucker nothing. He ain't mine. Right?
Yo, I don't know if you know this person, but she's a cool person, like just dealing with. But there's a woman named Brittany Renner. She has a kid by a basketball player, right? The basketball player, I think everyone was kind of clowning him. He wants no parts to do with that, right? She made a video and she says, listen to this. She says, it's stepdaddy season. Oh my God. She's looking for dudes to be a father for the kids she had with the basketball player he doesn't want no parts of. And she's even saying, oh, he should go get a girl to take care of our kid when our kid's with you. So now what's happening in America is like these baby daddy facilitated families are popular. So you're with a girl, she's a baby mama. Of course, she's not with a daddy, but now you're the daddy. So we're going to look to Andrew to take care of the child. Andrew, you got to show up to the parent-teacher conference.
Bro.
Andrew, you got to drop off the kid all the time. You got to buy him ice cream.
You know what?
Do you hear the mentality that he has? Do you hear the mentality that Ack already has? And this was just in his regards to how he felt about Brittany Renner, who, if you guys don't remember, Brittany Renner recently went on. She went viral for the amount of men that she had slept with. I think it was about 40 or something like that. Random weird number. Random weird number. Also went viral for having the basketball player, the younger basketball player at that. This is before Drea, having the younger basketball player as the baby daddy. So once again, Ack's mentality is sort of ruined by certain women, if you think about that. But it's only, like I said, you think about that too. I always hear the term of, oh, not all women are the same. Of course, Ack has that mentality that all women are the same. Now, listen to what he says here later on with Andrew.
I listen to a lot of shit you're saying. I'm like, yo, this guy's spitting facts. But I'm like, man, this guy might be radioactive, though.
Bro, all right, let me ask you a question, right? Let's say you meet a beautiful young 19-year-old woman. She's beautiful. She's 19. She's got a low body count. You're the second man she's ever going to have slept with in her life.
Oh, by the way, here's the funny thing.
Yep.
So there's a new thing that they're even starting to say.
Yep.
Even though as the older you get, the age gap between relationships, and especially marriage, happens to be about 10 years.
Yep.
If you are like 30 and you get with a 19-year-old, they're saying that there's some issue wrong with you.
Yeah, that's,
you know why? Because women who are older, who are 25 and 26,
haters,
who you're looking beyond, they're saying, wait, you're not contemplating us. You're looking to younger.
Yeah.
They can't call you a pedophile. So there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man, that really is a good example of how when you travel the world, that's pure Western bullshit, bro.
Really?
You go Moscow, you walk in the club, there's a 60-year-old mafia boss surrounded by 18-year-old girls. Bro.
Really?
Oh, yeah, all day. It's completely normal. Completely.
Wait, the 6-year-old, he's not with 30-year-old chicks.
No, fuck no, he's rich.
Remember when I talked about that with y'all with Drake? I said this exact thing with Drake. This is what the rich men practice. You just heard it. 60-year-old man, mob boss, Russian in the club, 19-year-old. The older he get, the younger he dating. Russell Simmons. You ain't never seen him with a 24-year-old. Think about that.
Think he's picking up some used up pussy? He's rich. No, bro. Used up pussy's for the broke boys. Like, no, he ain't playing those games. He wants it fresh. And this is the thing about youth. The thing about youth is this. The thing about youth is this, though. It's not just the fact. It's not just the fact that they're breeding age. But you know, let me tell you something about younger girls.
Yo, how do you get bitches saying this shit, man? Yo, let me tell you this. You know the most sensitive thing about women? Aging.
Yeah.
You start mentioning age.
Oh, it hurts them.
You meant, yo, if there was 15 chicks in here,
yep,
and you say, hey, the mob boss who's 60, he wants the bitch who's 19 years
yep,
old. You know what? Everybody who's even 22, they start tightening up.
Yep,
they're like,
yep,
because women are they're always playing the clock game, even if they don't acknowledge it.
Yep.
They're always thinking, am I over the hill or
am I still okay? Have I got time?
Exactly.
Have I got time? Yeah.
And when you start saying that, that's when I've heard women say, right? They're like, yo, it's disgusting if a guy who's 28 wants to fuck with a girl who's 20.
Cope. Bro, the reason, you know me personally, right? So I won't date a girl who's older than 25. And that's not even about bro, I won't. Bro, I'm 35 and I got more millions than my fucking age. I ain't playing games, right? So I get to choose what I fucking want. Yeah, and the reason, I'll take me to the reason.
Why won't you do it?
Because people will say, oh, you're a pervert. Let me tell you the actual reason. It's nothing to do with the fact that she's more fertile and I can easily knock her up. It's nothing to do with the fact that even she's better looking, because there's some beautiful girls who are older.
Yeah.
But the younger a girl is, the less bullshit she's been through with men and the softer she is as a person. The problem is when you get a girl who's 30, how many dicks have been through her? And I'm not even worried about the dicks been through her. How many times has her heart been broken? How many times she had arguments that she's jaded? It's hard to get some genuine feminine softness out of a woman who's 30 and single. She's been through
gotta
the
try to
fucking
program.
track. She's been through too much. We talk about a man's been through trauma. Any bitch that's 30 and single's been through it. She's fallen in love. She's been cheated on. She got fucking eloped on. Dude disappeared at the wedding.
She probably thought she was gonna have a kid and be married by 28.
Yeah.
So now she's 2 years past that and she's frustrated.
She's pissed.
So once again, this is the mentality of Ack. And yes, I did see Ebony's been talking to Ebony Prince has been talking to Tisa Tells, because Tisa Tells has been ranting about this, as well as she's been ranting about the Drake situation. Which is, the crazy thing is, both are connected. Both are very connected, of course. The Mole basically gave Ack till 12 o'clock Monday to stop with the allegations. Ack went on his live with his threats, as he usually, well, not threats, but Ack went on his live responding, as he usually does, back to the Mole, saying he wouldn't, back down to no threats or whatever. And the Mole made good on his promise, because the very next day, Ack is everywhere. So that's why we are talking to Ack now. So, like I said, you can hear the mentality. Doesn't even want to date over 25 anymore. Which, by the way, Ack is supposedly 32. Supposedly 32 years old right now. Women have said otherwise, which we'll get into later. But the mentality, of not even wanting to date over 25 years old, you're not even want to date a chick that's your age or within your wisdom bracket, if you get what I'm saying. Someone within your experience of things. And that's very, that's not hard to do. It's not hard to do at all. It's not hard to date a woman your age, or even date older. Especially if you have the money. You would think you would want to date a little bit older, or at least around your age, because you want someone that has the same experiences with you, the same common knowledge as you, same common ground as you, common factors. You know what I mean? Same interests, certain shit like that. That's the biggest thing, the common interests. Always have to find the common interests. And my whole thing is, if you don't even want to find the common interest, my brother, what is the purpose of even trying to, swool these women over? But if younger, I should say, is what you're okay with, then it's what you're okay with. Because you still trying to recover from you explaining this shit. Remember you having to explain this?
Or a 21. There's not much difference between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as the chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's going to get this dick.
This is the context. And this is what's important. At no point did I ever say that I fucked somebody under 17 or under 18. I was given an example of how, and I want to give y'all this example before I play this whole clip. I'm going to play the full clip. I said in college, I said 17 becomes a gray area because people don't ask for IDs. There's some smart, or sometimes people start kindergarten early and they'll get to college when they're about to turn 18, but they'll turn 18 in January and they get there in September. When somebody's in college, and just like I say with high school, when somebody's in high school, if a nigga was in high school, I know somebody, and maybe I shouldn't say that, but I'm just going to be real. I know somebody who he had just turned 18 and he was dating like someone in a lesser class. This is high school. There's people who end up being 18 in high school. I was talking about being in an institution, so college or high school, where the ages are a little bit out of what is actually acceptable, right? And this is what I have to tell y'all, right? Somebody just said 4 months of the college year, some people are 17. It depends on when you're born. That's all I was saying. When people go to college, and you'll hear in my full clip, people do not check IDs. No one in college, and if y'all ever been to college, no one says, hey, how old are you?
And that's the whole point, of what people are saying. You should be asking how old are they. All y'all should be asking how old are they. That's the point. You can't be saying to yourself, oh, she just look good, she getting fucked. Because, my nigga, when you say stupid shit like that, you also get yourself into trouble. You know what I mean? You get yourself into ridiculous situations like the Bad Baby one, right? Does anybody remember when he said this stupid shit about Bad Baby? My nigga, what are you doing? And this is when you were. This is 2018. So supposedly you're 32 right now. You was about 20 something. My nigga, what are you doing? But like I said, the mentality must change. And like I said, this isn't even to say that you would date someone that's like you would. That's pedophile years right there. That's not to say that you would do that. But the fact that you were even looking at that type of thing is questionable. Understand that. It can look very bad, my brother. It can look very bad when you do that. Understand that. So, speaking of which, that moves us right along to where we need to be. So, I did notice something with the past here. I've noticed something with your past here. And the biggest thing I want to say with the past is that you've had an interesting slew of women that some of them have tried to guide you a good way. Some of them have tried to guide you a bad way. Some of them just said, fuck it, we just gonna splurge his money. And when he done, or when I'm done, I'm done. You've had quite a few of these. You've had quite a few that you've moved in, unfortunately. Now, let us start with who I think was your best girlfriend. Your best girlfriend, and I think even you would admit this, as you had went on live to say this, would be Miss Angelica.
Shorty literally told me, she said, this comes from my first stream when I did went off. And actually I regret that stream, but still. She said, you went online and you called me a broke bum. You ruined my reputation and I'm going to do everything in my power now to ruin yours. And I even told her, I said, like, yo, bro, I was just trying to tell you should leave if you fucking with some other dude or you even trying to flex. She said, no, I was never. I said, even if you're trying to flex, that's disrespectful. She was like, no, I'm trying to get you to feel certain type of way. I said, I ain't into that type of shit where you go flex with another nigga and I feel jealous and I want you back. That don't work, not in my world. So she on some shit that, yo, just this is how people think and care about social media. My nigga, I walked in. This is hours. She's strolling through every DM. She's telling me something. She's scrolling through every DM, every comment on Twitter, where I know I got a big platform, but everybody's like saying, "Yo, why you still at this crib? Yo, you a bum? Get a job." That started affecting her. Again, she's on pills.
Now, think about this as well, right? So you have her living at your crib, but let's be honest here, right? Let's really tell the truth about this, right? You have her living at your crib, but why do you have her living at your crib, right? Obviously, you're trying to play house. You're trying to play house in some type of way, give her some type of shelter or whatever, right? And Jeff, I'm not ignoring you. I'm gonna look at that video also about the suitcase because that is interesting with Drake as well, because that would be a good clue to who the mole is as well. That suitcase, him looking at that suitcase. It appears that Act definitely moved this girl in with the intentions of saying, "Oh, sure, you ain't gotta work. I mean, you good. I mean." From a dude that has, had certain experiences, I can understand when a nigga's like, yo, you ain't gotta do nothing, you ain't gotta work. You good. I'm saying I got all the money. I mean, you good. You could chill. What you trying to get a job for? I'm saying you already good. I moved you in. So while he's saying this, I'm already thinking to myself that that's the real case. That's the real honest truth behind the scenes. You move Shorty in with the intent of making her feel like she doesn't have to do anything except be the housewife with you. But if you doing other shit behind the scenes, behind her back, and not making her feel like the good housewife that you presented her to be, my nigga, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different.
She just came out of she was in a psych ward for a week. She started seeing that shit, and it's getting her angry. And I told her, I said, yo, listen. I even told her, I said, yo, honestly, that wasn't my intention. I ain't trying to go at you and make you look no type of way. I'm going to go online and I'm going to apologize to you. I don't know if y'all realize on stream, I was trying to say, yo, I'm sorry for kind of even saying anybody's whatever. I don't want to. I told her, I said, listen, if you care about the Selena record, Selena, and she said, I'm back with academics. Everybody go listen to my boyfriend's new song. Me and Selena, bro, I ain't talked to Selena vocally in months. I talked to her last night, though. In months. We've been beefing. I ain't been talking to her.
Now, he's talking about Selena Powell, who's the very next one we're going to get into in just a second, ironically.
Plus, this chick kept saying, don't talk to her if you ever want to deal with me. So I start ignoring her. She sees that shit. I guess she's thinking, oh, you saw me online with a nigga. You're back with Selena. I don't know.
Now, see, that's another thing. So, once again, you got wifey supposedly in the house telling you, yo, stop dealing with this chick. Why are you dealing with this chick? Now, if you dealing with this chick because of business, which in blind hindsight you were supposedly supposed to be dealing with her for just business, but wifey telling you stop dealing with her, you ain't listening. You being hard-headed.
Yeah, the music, I go, what the fuck is this? And I liked the picture because she says, everybody go listen to the Selena record. My nigga, it's promoting my song. Everybody go listen to Lil Axe Selena. Even though me and Selena been beefing, I'm liking that status. I'm liking it. It's promoting my song. She comes in midstream. If y'all notice my stream, when I start looking to the right and I muted everybody, I think there were people on Discord with me, or not Discord, but Skype. I muted everything. She looks at me and she says, why the fuck do you like Selena's status? And I'm like, bruh, she's just promoting my song. And I told her, I said, listen, my nigga, I providing food for you to live here. I've been so nice to you over the year. I bought you all types of shit. Bruh, my tape comes out. You don't even have the decency to even be like, fuck that nigga, but y'all go check it. You're over here promoting another nigga's song. That's your avatar and all that. Because low-key, you kind of try to clout chase. And you keep saying you ain't do nothing with him. And told me, oh, no, that's just, I'm using him to, make you feel some type of way. So I said, that's why I like Selena's status. She promoted the song. I'm glad. She gonna have her little... Selena got, some weird female following. I don't know what females get out of... No disrespect to Selena. No disrespect. But I don't know what females get out of following other females.
So, my nigga, you made a whole song about another bitch. Just understand that part. You made a song about the whole other chick, and wifey saw that, and you expected her to not get upset about that? Think about that. You made a song about a shorty that she told you stop dealing with, and you didn't expect her to be upset about that. I'm not trying to incriminate the boy. I'm just saying. This is what we do here. This is what we do here. Some of these people just incriminate themselves. Fact ain't defamation, as BJ Investigator said. But my brother, why would you make a song about Selena Powell and expect Angelica to just be okay with it? And this is not the first time. It's you yourself admit that it's multiple women that you just messing with in front of her face. That's the thing. When we have a loyal woman, when we have a very loyal woman, a lot of times, men do take it for granted. It may not even be in the cheating form. It could just be in the emotional form of giving the attention to a woman that she deserves and needs. And clearly here, you had all the access in the world to give her that actual attention and love that she needed, but you chose to invest it elsewhere.
Don't do that. I get to the crib, I say, yo, I've been so nice to you. You should have, like, we broke up and you should have moved out after ComplexCon. I gave you a week, that turned to 2 weeks. ComplexCon was November 1st. Turned to 2 weeks, turned to 3 weeks, turned to a month, turned to 2 months. I can't be nice to you and keep letting you live here. You have to leave. You have to leave, like, now. You get me? She started, like she had this weird thing going on. Like, she told me a couple times.
So you got all this money to move her in. Why don't you use that money to move her out instead of just kicking her out? That's kind of trifling. You basically invested in, making this woman your wife or wifey, making a long-term relationship with her, and then when you're done with her, you're ready to just kick her out and just tell her go, as if she has somewhere to go at this point. My nigga, you have to provide that too.
Because she was in a psych ward. She said they got me on these drugs that even when I'm upset, I still smile. So you ever watch Get Out, my nigga? I'm gonna tell the same story. You ever watch Get Out? The black lady in Get Out, where she got this little smile. So she's mad and she's just smiling at me. And I'm like it looks a little off. I'm like, okay. I could tell she's about to go left. She's talking about, yo, I finally gonna get you. I got my video, blah blah. I'm like, all right, cool. I said, yo, you can drop your video. I just don't care, bro. I said, you'll drop it. I'll respond to it. Fine. It'll be over.
Let's introduce ourselves to Angelica.
Go back and forth.
Like so much. Are you gonna talk about AK? Yes. Let's talk about whatever. Honestly, let's just have it all out there. And I'm gonna be brutally honest. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Fuck AK, you deserve better. Exactly. And that's why, I broke up with him, because I know, I deserve better, because,
let me just say that this Grinch coat she got on ain't looking too good, but continue, Angelica.
I'm not even trying to be, narcissistic or anything like that, because, I know what I bring to the table. I'm so good to him. I'm loyal. I'm sweet. I clean. I do his laundry. I cook. I'm everything a man would want in a woman. How my mom raised me to be a woman. And I just, I broke up with him because, I was just tired of just, all the lies, all the tricks. Just, I feel like I was putting so much in and not getting out. And as a woman, that's something that, if you, when you love somebody and all they do is just, lie and deceive you, that shit really hurts you mentally. And, the thing that really, got me, this man ain't shit, I was in the hospital for a week. And he did not visit me or call me. He did not visit me or call me. When I called him and I asked him to pick me, now you can say whatever you want about me. Oh, Angelica, you this and that. I'm not a clout chaser. I'm a dream chaser. Big difference. I'm a dream chaser. I never ever exposed AK ever. ever, never, no matter what he did to me. And there are things there, oh my god, he's done so much to me that if I really go into detail of our relationship, we've been together for more than a year. If I really go into the detail of our relationship, you guys would be like,
shout out to all my Latina women, by the way, because Latina women, I will say, are extremely loyal, and Angelica was his most loyal. I definitely will say that, as we will see later on in this video. But yeah, as you heard Ak himself say, just doing different shady shit. Now, I'm gonna fast forward here to Ak also admitting himself of how he fucked this up.
No money got delivered. Ain't you flexing with a whole nother nigga? Go live with him. He live with a roommate. He don't got no place like that for me to live with him. He don't got it like that. Yeah, I just feel comfortable here. I'm like, what? That's why if you went on stream, I was like, yo, you didn't upgrade. Nigga, if you've been living with me, leeching off me for a year, and you finally like, all right, we broken up and you about to dip out with some other dude, upgrade, nigga. You know you lazy. You know you don't want to work. Go get the other nigga who will fucking, you know what I mean? And I told her, I was like, bro, ain't nobody else gonna do that and make you like all this. For real, man. And I told her ass, I looked at her and I said, yo, I don't know if you know it, but you got used as a pawn by him. And then she kind of felt bad. Well, not bad, but she was like, she told him, she's so, it's like the most bird brain shit ever. Like, my nigga, I used to be kicking game to her. I used to be like, yo, you on the line. Yo, all y'all women, and that's why I ain't gonna speak on 6ix9ine Baby Moms. All y'all women who sit on live every day, just running your mouth, you're not monetizing this shit, bruh. Y'all niggas is the worst. I'm sorry. Y'all are the worst. I used to tell her, I said, yo, shorty, I buy anything in the crib you need in terms of, like, food, this and third, whatever. I said, yo, bruh, if you on live all day while I'm fucking working, getting money, how about you do, like, a little cooking?
So, as you can see, Ak always just spent on her and basically didn't really have any plans for her other than just having her in the crib. So, of course, that would lead to him disrespecting her, it would seem. But in the meantime, women would disrespect him back.
No, I'm talking about academic.
Wait. Fefe. No cap with you. No, I ain't even capping with you. Yo.
Nigga, someone threw some at him.
No.
Everything you told, misunderstanding, G. Yeah.
Fefe. The detective.
That's what I'm talking about.
Who FBG Butter, he told?
It's crying in the police station with an Alpha Davis signature.
So he signed papers. He signed a statement.
All right, so yes, in the police station. Same case I got, yes. Police station with an Alpha, I'm talking about.
Who FBG Butter, he told?
It's what I'm talking about.
Who FBG Butter, he told? Who FBG Butter, he told?
That's what I'm talking about.
Who FBG Butter, he told?
It's crying in the police station with an Alpha Davis signature.
So he signed papers. He signed a statement.
All right, so yes, in the police station. Same case I got, yes. Doing the same shit, but signing papers in the police station.
Now, I don't know if this is Halloween or whatnot, but how does she just egg him? First of all, she threw Red Bull cans at him at first. So obviously something had happened, or he had said something to her to where she threw Red Bull cans at him in his head while he's sitting there on stream. But to smash the egg in the face and then walk away, I mean, that's a different level of disrespect there. While the man is obviously working on live stream. Now, I don't know if that was from Selena Powell or not, but let's introduce ourselves to Selena Powell, by the way. Or should I say, let Act tell you himself how Selena Powell went.
Well, you know that Selena Powell is either did a scene already with Adam or is about to do a scene with Adam.
Good. Good.
Were you guys in a thing at one
Never.
point?
Yo,
why do people refer to her as your ex?
I'm so...
Have you ever slept with Selena Powell?
No, yeah, I did.
You did? Okay.
But here's the thing. And I don't know why she hates when I clear it up. Because she actually hates when I clear it up.
And you wonder why Angelica was mad. Just saying.
I'm going to tell you why, like, she embraced that. But first of all, she slept with hundreds of... let me not put a number, because she won't get mad at me and try to whatever. She slept with dozens of rappers, right? Then, again, when I met her, really, she came here to sleep with 6ix9ine. She just, she was just fucking anything walking. I slipped and just like, you know what I mean? She was around my... Whatever. Anyway.
You slipped in the pussy.
So here's the thing. The reason why they call her my ex, first of all, she used to be on my stream, so like she used to come to my stream to kind of like talk about like the Wakas and Offsets she was fucking of the world. Then she started using me. She said she's in love with me. And because I was the only one really ever seen embrace it in terms of showing her love or support, because, like we were really good friends. Everybody then believed we dated. To this day, I can't convince people that we didn't date.
The reason why you can't act is because you even just said it yourself. See, this episode is all about showing up a person's mirror. You literally just said yourself that you were the only person that would show her any type of moral and emotional support. If you haven't noticed, Act, women tend to latch on to that type of thing, and you could be gaslighting when you're doing that. That's the first thing. Second thing is, you don't open up a woman's love unless you intend to nurture it. Obviously, you opened up some type of love with her and didn't understand that you actually had to nurture it. Why did you wake that up? Of course, knowing that she was, okay, let's be honest here. Selena Powell was actually or should I say is, one of the biggest hoes of the industry. Let's just call a spade there. Everyone knows about Selena Powell sleeping with dozens of different rappers, okay? So, why would you be caught now being the only man to actually show her any type of emotional support? On top of, if it was just a business arrangement, why didn't you keep it as one small or two business arrangements? Why continuously have her on the live? Why continuously be seen with her? Why continuously do things with her? So on and so forth. If you guys were supposedly just friends.
I did do one thing, which I realized fucked me for life. She calls me up, this after OnlyFans popped off, and she's getting mad money. She calls me up and she says, when she first met me, I had this G-Wagon. She said she's going to buy a G-Wagon. And she says, I want to make the blogs. I said, okay. She says, I'm going to post up, thank you for buying me. The car cost $186,000.
Yeah.
She bought it herself, but she wanted to go viral. She says, I'm going to post it up and said, you bought it for me and you know how to treat a queen like a queen. Now, my stupid ass is saying, I never really got love on a shade room like that. I'm like, let me think about this real quick. When she posts that up, and this is the time of like little baby buying. So all these women want a dude that's going to buy a car. I'm like, my DM's about to explode. I said, post that shit. I mean, my DMs did explode. Like every girl from here to Montana, they're like, oh, you buying G-Wagons?
So you knew what type of exposure I was actually going to do. And it sounds like you looked at it more of a business opportunity than anything. But let's be honest, from a moral standpoint, that wasn't actually the smartest thing to do, especially when you're leading people on once again. Now, of course, you were trying to do a favor for your friend, but at this point, you should have been a bigger friend and said, hey, why don't you show that you were the one that bought this for yourself and actually uplift some women? Now, of course, people are going to say that, she got it sucking dick and doing this, that, the third. She's an OnlyFans star. However, it makes it look even worse when she is an OnlyFans star doing all this and, sucking who's that and third. And you were the trick buying the car, Ack. That doesn't exactly look the best for you.
Did you actually buy a car?
Nah. But here's the thing. Me doing that, the headline is always better than the full context.
Yes.
Now I can't convince nobody that I didn't buy the car. So I can't convince nobody that was a winner. So I'm hoping Adam
that's a
fucking her.
$186,000 pussy right there. That pussy must
hoping that-
twirl around and
I'm
rainbows
hoping-
come out of it.
I'm hoping that Adam fucking her will start to kind of, That's why even my, other women I've dealt with, I'm like, yeah, y'all get a little clout because I gotta, they'll act like I'm still her boyfriend. I'm not her boyfriend.
At some point, though, listen, I was around, Corinne Steffens, a.k.a. Superhead. She's an attractive woman.
Fuck her.
No, absolutely not.
Sure.
Absolutely, 100%. I'll take a lie detector test over that shit. Yeah, I even drove her, after our interview, I even drove her back to her place. Dropped her off. That was it. If she wants to tell a different story, she's welcome to, but like I'm saying, I never touched her. Because she wrote books about all the men she's had sex with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She puts men on blast. This is what she does.
Hey,
and I knew that if I ever did anything with her, I would become part of the story.
And what Vlad is trying to teach you, sir, is a very valuable lesson. You will become part of a woman's story. Well, you know what? I won't even reference R. Kelly. But that is the truth, though. When a woman's fed up, it's nothing like the wrath of a woman scorned. That's just the end-all, be-all of that. And karma can always come and hit you in the ass as well. Now, reason why I'm saying that is because Ack had also went on live, or should I say Selena went on live, and she actually expected an apology from Ack at the time that they were quote-unquote dating but not dating. She actually expected an apology from him to say, oh, can you clear it up at least, that okay, we're not dating, but at the same time, could you not make me look like a nutcase at the same time? Could you not make me look like I'm just, just saying all these things? Could you at least tell them some type of truth, what's going on? And this is how that went.
Anyway, oh shit, my car's still on. Fuck, almost crashed. Yo, Selena, listen, I'm cool with issuing an empty apology. I just like to always know what I'm apologizing for. I just felt like you're blaming me.
Okay.
You're blaming me for leaking a
No.
video
We
that I
don't
didn't
need
leak.
to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that, okay?
So what do I apologize
for?
for?
Like you're not sorry. I'm gonna just leave it here, okay? And if you deeply feel like you don't owe me an apology, don't apologize, okay? If everything that you said that you meant.
No, hold on. I give one apology. I give one apology. Listen, I'm growing. Hey, Selena.
Bygones be bygones, dude. We don't ever gotta talk. You don't have to be sorry for the pain and the embarrassment that you caused me. You don't have to be sorry. It's cool. You want to make your maid number 2 be happy. That's fine. I respect that. You want to make the girl that fucking called me today, bro. The girl that's been texting me and saying that, oh, let us join your life. Let us join your life. Show me who's in your car. Show me who's in your car.
You just came from the studio, man. Yo, made a banger.
Notice how it's always one in rotation after the other one is already there. Now, of course, like I said, he already mentioned that this was not necessarily his girlfriend and it was just a business arrangement.
Sure. Anyway, yo, I gotta be honest with you. Selena.
No, see, that's why you not.
No. I gotta be honest with you. I gotta listen. I'm not gonna sit up here and have. I'm not gonna sit up here and have the view with you and be delusional with you. You're trying way too hard to be part of Cactus Gang, bro. Listen, I get it. You're not. Listen, you're not a bitter baby mama. Don't be having a story, Selena. Don't be having a story like, yo, you my day one. I left you. I'm with this. It was never that. We were cool. We were really cool friends.
No, I told people like how cool we were.
Yeah, no, but you acting like you my girl. You were not my girl. Stop capping like that. The whole time you on here acting like you acting like how Sarah be acting with.
But you led her on to think that she was, Ak. That's what she's trying to tell you.
6'9". Nigga, we were straight. We used to make some good content together. Stop playing victim, bruh. Like, I get all the stuff you doing, and I get like this whole little bitter thing. This is the bitter bitch gang over here. They in here. By the way, chat niggas, drop them scorpions. But I see y'all doing y'all thing. I'm not mad at the bitter bitch posse. I get it. Everybody got a story. Yo, I held him down. I was so real for him. I fought this bitch over this nigga. Then he left and did some other shit. Selena, that's not the case with you. We were really good friends. We happened to fuck. I'll give you that. But to keep it real, you fucked a lot of niggas. I'm not being disrespectful. That's just facts. All of a sudden,
I wanted me to add you so you could talk shit to me.
Nah, it's not shit. I'm actually giving facts. All of a sudden, you fucked a million other niggas. You ain't fall in love. Now you in love with me. Now, everybody I'm with, you're terrorizing. You're doing the most.
I'm terrorizing them. They keep hitting me up. What are you fucking talking about?
Listen, you are terrorizing them. You keep doing the most. Listen,
well,
I'm cool with us. I'm cool with us having a cordial friendship.
No, we're not.
You acting like you my baby mama for a child I never had.
No, we're
got no kids. I understand 6ix9ine and them other bitter bitches in the bitter bitch gang. They got kids. I don't got no kids.
Okay,
we are cool. We're friends. Stop trying to violate everybody calling me and Angelica were together. That was my girlfriend. I told you I could tell everywhere.
And then maid number 2. Anyway,
that's not maid number 1. Yo, hold on. Matter of fact, that was my only mistake. That was my only mistake.
Y'all happy? Are y'all happy? Like, are you guys happy? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Are you guys happy now?
Understand that if she's crying, that means she really did feel some type of way. That means that there really was some type of love there for you. Because if she didn't give a fuck, she wouldn't be crying.
Well, after what I just witnessed.
Dude, like, I fucking told you, like.
Don't cry, Selena.
Dude, I'm so sick of him disrespecting me. Like, I fell for that shit again, dude.
I mean, I think everybody in here kind of fell for it. Everybody in here thought you were about to get a genuine, real apology. Everybody in here really just thought that. And it turned out to be a shit show, like you said, because you know him more than anybody. Which has just been proven. And I'm gonna agree with everybody. What everybody has to say is facts. You deserve way fucking better. Way fucking better. Way better fucking treatment. You don't need to be on here crying.
Yo,
you shouldn't be crying.
I'm gonna stop that shit.
So yes, leading on a woman, especially when you're leading on a woman with the money, can have a turn for the worse. And with this particular scenario, like I said, this was one of those things where you should have just kept it as a business arrangement. Because, of course, you had, actual girlfriends in between this time, right? Because this is all within a 5-year span. These women we're going over right now. And, how quick karma would come around the bend for your ass. Let me just say that. Because I'm not talking about the case. I'm talking about in the form of a woman.
I don't know why he lies about your age. Asian is beautiful.
Shay.
Welcome to T. Jones TV, where we mind the business that pays us. It just happens to be there.
Type of grown ass man. AK, you're 34. Stop saying you're 32. You're 34. Let's be honest, my nigga. Like, I don't know why he lies about your age. Asian is beautiful. Asian is literally beautiful. Yes, they want me to be the villain so bad. It's like, come on, I'm 24. This nigga's 34. Like, he's 10 years, damn near 11 years older than me. You think I'm really bullying a grown ass man like that? Like, that's crazy.
Wait a minute. You actually, how old now?
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you?
I'm just saying. 11 years older? Well, that's not a revelation there. But this goes to what we were just talking about before, the mentality. The older you get, the younger you date. And unfortunately, Shay, with Shay Glizzy, you had met your match.
That's crazy to think that I could bully a nigga that's almost 11 years older than me. And that's mad bigger than me at that. Like, I'm damn near like 120 pounds. Like, what's the worst that I could do? To be honest, like, watch when AK does interviews. Every time that somebody asks him his age, he gonna be like, oh, I'm 32. Oh, yeah. No, nigga. He says that he's younger so he can fuck with... Did I mention that when I first met AK, this nigga told me he said that he was 29.
See what I mean?
AK told me that he was 29 when I first met him. And then I randomly seen his ID card. I'm like, first of all, it wasn't even me. My mom told me that he was 34. I looked at his ID. I was like, yeah, he really is. Like 1989, I think. Like, why do you have to lie about your age? Nobody's judging you. Nobody is judging you about your age. Like, why do you keep saying like you're 30?
Now, the crazy thing is, and this is why sometimes I believe Google, but I don't believe Google. Because when you Google Axe age, it does say 32 and that he was born in 91. But she's saying that she's seen his actual ID. This is almost similar to when I looked up the interview with Little Kim, and she herself said she had to wait until she was 18 to sign her record deal, which means she was 16, 17 while she did hardcore, because she said herself she was a teen. Just like here. She's saying she's seen the ID of him being born in 1989 and not 1991.
132, like, that's not cool. Did I clear everything up now? Because it's like...
No, you didn't. But one thing we do want to get cleared up. ACK has a series, and I mean a series, of slipping with these women. So much that there was even a tranny involved.
Fuck that. Jamie Alexander, go live with me. Jamie Alexander, go live with me right now. I didn't even say his friends raped the girl. I don't know. I wasn't there. So I don't know the situation with the girl and whatever happened at the pool or whatever. I don't know. I just know what happened after. I know the conversation happened after. But I seen the DMs with AK like...
Oh, here we go.
But who are they talking about? They were talking about somebody, and she basically came out and was like, all y'all fresh and fit niggas and academics was in my DMs. She posted the DMs. It was like, next time y'all talk in the community, like, I'll really put all this shit out here. But I seen the DMs with AK, like, after he found out that she was transgender, like, he won't fucking with us.
So apparently, there was a girl that was on Fresh and Fit that was an actual tranny. And I guess academics didn't know. And he tried to talk to her. Come to find out, she was a tranny. Of course, he exited. But, brother, why are you so thirsty in the first place that you don't notice these type of things from the get-go? That's my question. Why didn't you know this before you was in the DMs? That is my question. How did you not know this ahead of time? This is my whole thing about being thirsty and the habits of it. And like I said, you need to slow down. I said that in the caption earlier. You need to slow down a little bit. Slow down with these women and get something more your speed. Someone that is 10 years your senior, even. Let's just say you are 32. She's still 24. That's still 8 years your senior. My nigga, what are you doing? She don't need to be in that house. And yet, she's another one that you happen to just move into this house and try to play house with. But once again, this is what happens when you playing with these young girls.
Yes.
They get you.
Expect.
I learned a lesson. The way how you cheat on me, you did me. I realized.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It ain't nothing. It's all good.
What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you even talking about right now? Huh?
Why are you trying to take pictures?
Ain't no trying to take picture. She got you on Kenny camera, my brother. I'm talking about some free act. Got you on Kenny camera here. Looking crazy to the motherfucker. I'm talking about belly out. I'm sure that the outfit might be a little bit expensive. It might not be. At the same time, she got you in your leisure. She got you in your leisure. So you're supposed comfortable. Your hair out. Ain't done none of that. But this is what happens when you playing with these young ones in social media. She put your ass on Kenny camera on Front Street.
What are you talking about?
And you had no idea. Because you just sitting there laying down on your phone. Look at that. You still sitting there. She got the phone up. Whole video being recorded. You just still texting in your damn phone, not paying attention. Your awareness. This is what I'm saying. You 32. These games shouldn't even be playing with you right now.
Or like you try to like talk shit about me. It's like, why are you like?
Oh, now you starting to notice. Cause now you starting to get up and say, hey, wait a minute. She's making a whole video about me.
I know you for real in real life.
And then she tries it again. Look at that. Barefoot and all. Barefoot act. Caught with your pants down. Red-handed. Man, see, that's the thing. When you playing these type of games with these young girls, they're gonna put you on live. Everything gotta be on live nowadays. You know that. You do it live. So think about that. Why didn't you think of having yourself a little bit more presentable just in case your girlfriend would do something like that? Because think about that. At the time, y'all had broken up, got back together, broken up, got back together. And then y'all had broken up. Because at the time this was made, it said ex-girlfriend. So this was at the time that you had tried to get back with her, right? This was your toxic back and forth. How are you even going fucking toxic back and forth with a 24-year-old, my nigga, and you 32? Understand that. All these other women you got out here, all this money you got out here, and you going back and forth with someone that's 8 years younger than you? You ain't got no other rotation? Nothing else in the rotation. But this little girl here? That's all you got to go back and forth. Huh. So, again, when you're playing games with these girls, sometimes you get.
I know that, like, I've been literally sitting here hurting and wondering why you won't come to me. You know I've been, like, begging you to come. You know I've been literally just, like, upset, hurt, damaged over you. And, like, you just ignore all that. And then you're like, oh, no, the reason why I don't do that is because you got to miss it. That's gaslighting. So, you know, like, you don't want to talk to me. When I called you yesterday, and I called you 50 million times, and you finally answered because, like, you're whoever guy you're with, the probably said, damn, why your phone keep blowing up? You know what you fucking look at me and say? Nigga, stop talking to me. I'm going on a fucking date. You know when I called you, like, nights ago when you were at some nigga's apartment, and, nigga, I watched your fucking location. You know what I was even thinking? I'm like, bro, if anytime I ever was doing bad, and you called me, nigga, I fucking ran out of there trying to get home to go talk to you. Just to be like, baby, come on, you know I love you. I'm like I'm trying, nigga, you stayed there till 7 p.m. It just told me, it was like, bro, you have this woman, she doesn't give a fuck about you. You gotta get over this shit. Because she's going on with her life. She wouldn't do these things for you. You're calling her, she doesn't even care to explain. She doesn't even care to whatever. My nigga, you were talking to her.
My nigga, she got you damn near stalking her, talking about I watch your location. Did you hear him say that? I watch your location all the way to 7 o'clock. My nigga, what is you doing? She got you head over here wrapped around her finger. And like I said, this is someone that is 8 years younger than you. Someone that is moving faster than you, my nigga.
This is what's like hurt me the most. You had zero fucking emotion. There's nothing that even says, baby, you know I love you. You know, like, I still want to spend my life with you, but like,
So, forever, I literally have done so much for you. How could you do this? I want to hear your voice. Answer me. And talk to me. Where did this go wrong? I sent you a flight. Just tell me the truth. She's not even in the same town. You owe me that at least. You've been at this nigga apartment all day. You really just done with me? Obviously. Get on the flight. Okay? Then she texts back, you're a clown, just leave me alone. Answer, I'm saying something. Answer for 2 minutes. I literally just gotta ask this. Answer for 2 minutes, and I won't call again. Once again, this is recently. This isn't when Academics was broke. This is while Academics has millions of dollars. And this, as she said on Tony the Closer herself, while Tony was giving her the giggles, trying to tap that, and she had said that she had been away from ACT about 2 months now. It said herself that, you know, ACT is thumbing through $20 million right now. So why in the fuck is you doing this right now? Why in the fuck is you DMing this woman that clearly has already moved on from you? I'm speaking from experience, my brother. You might as well move on, number one. Number two, you already have other options. You already have yourself established. You have much more to lose. So you have to understand, once again, that I said in the beginning, with great power comes great motherfucking responsibility, You are not using that responsibility wisely whatsoever. how you are not using that wisely is because why does this happen? Now, peep it, right? So, I'm at home chilling, watching Axe Live, right? It's late. Let's say about maybe 11, 12 o'clock. No, maybe about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, I want to say. Maybe a little bit later even, right? And I notice he get up and go away and walk away for a bit. And it's quiet as bitch. All of a sudden, I hear these motherfucking screams. So I'm taken back a little bit, and I look up. I'm sitting there by myself. I turn the TV up. I said, what the fuck am I hearing? And I hear these big ass curling screams. So I'm like, what's going on back there? Next thing I know, again, as you saw here, we see Act bringing his ass back and turning off the live, as he should. Because that's what I was thinking to myself. I'm like, nigga, why haven't you turned off the live yet? Why is this still going on? Is this part of the act? No, apparently not. And if it's not, they can turn the live off. So, that being said, why is this type of shit happening at your house? Again, you got all these damn cameras at that. You got all these damn cameras at that. So, here's where things get a little bit tricky. Because we're hearing these curling screams the same evening, at the same exact evening, that this young lady said that she was raped. And that's what caused you to take your ass to the next studio, explain yourself. Well, let you explain yourself first.
Oh, facts. Hopefully y'all could hear me. I'm about to look at it. I didn't even turn the lights on and shit like that. I do got lights up in here, but like I ain't about to turn it on. Care that much, or I am so scared of her telling y'all this. Here's what she's gonna tell y'all, or here's what she thinks is the thing. September of last year, okay? Was it September of last year? Is it September or October?
Or it might have been November, my bad. I don't know. September, October, and November of last year. I'm telling y'all the facts. Police raided my crib. They kicked my door off. My mama was at my crib. They only kicked my door off. In reality, my mama didn't know what was going on. So they were really knocking on the door. By the way, everybody knows, especially because this is after my break-in, I had got 50 guns in my house. So really, when the police was coming, they were serving a search warrant. I'm going to tell you what it's all about. They were serving a search warrant. They know I got 50 guns. The town that I live in issued me 50 guns. I have them in my house. That's a fact. So when they're coming in, remember, they're serving a search warrant. They got in their computer system. They got 50 guns. We got to come in a little bit. They knocking on the door, whatever. My mama, who's upstairs with my dog, and then I'm downstairs. Like, I'm playing Fortnite, some shit. My mama don't know what's going on. They're asking her to open the door. My mama don't know. I remember the only thing my mama screamed out, she was like she called me Junior because I got my same name as my father. She said, Junior, get the gun. Because she heard the story. This is after niggas try to break in. So she's telling me, yo, baby, like, yo, I think niggas is coming again. Like, get the gun. It wasn't that. It was the cops. I'm downstairs. I always have a gun with me in my house. I don't care. I sleep with a gun under my pillow. Every time I sleep with 2 guns. Anybody know me? If y'all go to my crib, there's guns galore. Cool. I see it, and by the way, on my phone, it pops up. It pops up that the police is outside, and I see them because I got cameras everywhere. My mama don't know how to work the shit in my crib. Like, this my crib, nigga. She don't know how to work it like that. So I seen it. Anyway, I put my gun away because I seen it was the police. By the time I walk upstairs, the police kicked my door down. By the way, these are expensive doors. I live in a mansion. It's a $2 million house. These doors cost me $25,000. They kicked my door down. The reason they kicked it down, when they're telling and shouting for my mom to open the door, my mama don't open the door because she's like, what the fuck is going on? Bet. They come in, tell everybody to get down. We all get down. They put us in cuffs. By the way, Cheyenne is there too. And this is what she thinks is some shit that she could hold against me. They put everybody in cuffs. I'm in cuffs. Even my mama is in cuffs. We're all sitting there. What's going on? I'm still wondering, like, what's going on? I'm like, yo, what's up with y'all? Like, what's good? Nobody tells me nothing. Anyway, they asked me if I want to go down to the station. I'm like, I really have no idea what's going on. I do go down to the station. Bro, I go down to the station and I get kind of really what they're doing. Okay? So I'm going to make a long story short, but this is the reason why my house got raided. And this is going to be a lesson to all y'all. And if y'all watch me and y'all watch me talk about all these stories, I've been trying to give y'all these insights without telling y'all that I've been through some shit. They raided my house because, so there was a woman that came to my house. That woman claimed she was sexually assaulted. Not by me, by other people. But it happened in my house. I'm going to tell you why they raided my house. Shorty, I shouldn't even tell the whole full story. Let me just tell the full story. Let me tell the full story. And I'm going to tell you exactly why the cops came. Bet. A shorty I'm dealing with, she comes over. Right? No, actually, and this is why you're going to keep hearing her say, because she don't know the real story. So one day, y'all know I work a lot. One day I'm like, I tell my niggas, I say, yo, I want to get drunk today. And my nigga, Antonio Brown invited me to a pool party. I tell my niggas to even drive my cars. I say, yo, drive my car. I'm about to get drunk. That's how you know I'm definitely about to get drunk. Because I'm like, yo, I'm telling niggas drive my car. Anyway, I go to the party. It's like a day party type shit. Antonio Brown, we there. He performing, blah, blah, blah. I'm already drunk. There's a girl texting me that I haven't seen in a year. She said she want to come through. Cool. I said, whatever. Yo, we're going to leave the party around 8, blah, 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 blah. You can come through. I'm going to send you a lift. I swear I got so drunk. By the time I leave the party, my niggas drove me home. Or I think we went to Wendy's and we went home. By the time I'm so fucking drunk, when I get home, I go to I walk, and I swear this is a whole story. I promise you, I can't lie. This is why I can't believe a bitch I really laid with and I really trusted. I bought everything in the fucking world would ever even try to play with me like this. Cause I've told her the story. Because low key, yes, that was me cheating on her. Like me and her fell out. She went back home, and I went to a party and I hit up another bitch. Yes, the other chick came over. I'm mad drunk. Yo, I'm drunk at a party. I come home. Yo, I'm so drunk. Remember, I ain't drive my own car. I walk upstairs to where my master bedroom's at, and I fall out. This is what y'all gonna see what the lesson is in this. Yo, I just pass out. I forgot I Ubered a bitch to my crib. I forgot, nigga. I'm drunk. My nigga, 4 a.m. comes. Remember, I'm at my crib at 9. 4 a.m. comes. I'm knocked out. 4 a.m. comes. My homie, I never see the girl. I never see her. My homies wake me up on some shit like, yo, we leaving. I'm like, oh shit, damn, I was fucked. Like, damn, I'm fucked up. Type shit like, yo, I've been sleeping. They're like, yo, lock the door because we're leaving. I said, damn, y'all leaving? They're leaving at like 4 or 5 a.m. I bet. I go lock the door. Then they say to me.
Mistake number 1 and 2. So you got drunk at a party. Let your homies drive the car back because you didn't want to be, of course, get a DUI. Right? But big mistake number 1 was you went to sleep drunk with your homies in the crib, forgetting that you had asked a shorty to actually come over. Huge mistake there. Of course, it's accidental, you're drunk. You can't even remember the fact that you even paid for a lift for this woman to come over. So now you're spending money while you're drunk and you don't even know that you spent the money. We're getting real irresponsible here now. And big mistake number 2 inside of it, you fall asleep with the girl inside of your house. Or did you?
When I'm locking the door, they say, oh, by the way, that girl you invited, yo, she down there at the other end of your house in the guest bedroom. I look at them and I said, what girl I invited? They said, bro, remember you invited a girl. Nigga, I'm so confused because I was at the party with Antonio Brown, nigga. I'm macking it, nigga. Like, got all these bitches, they all on me and shit, type shit. I'm like, please, but them bitches was ugly. No disrespect. I'm just telling you how the story out with this. I'm like, no way I invited one of them girls at the party back to my crib. Them girls was busted. No way. They was like, no, nigga, remember the girl you... I said, what are you talking about? They said, yo, you know so-and-so, and they describe it. I said, oh, shit. Anyway, they leave. I walk down the hallway. Nigga, by the way, for shorty who thought she was gonna hold this against me, I'm gonna always tell the truth that I don't care what nobody says. And by the way, what I'm gonna tell y'all is something that could happen to any nigga. And by the way, y'all know what y'all gonna say to me, like I should be my homies and shit like that. I'm a sucker for that too. We gonna talk about it. Anyway, so I go down the hallway to my guest bedroom and I see the girl. And I said, oh shit. But I noticed there's a couple things. First of all, she naked. Second of all, her hair is like frizzy and shit like that. This is summertime. Like, almost like she kind of went in the pool type shit. I got a pool, like, it's a big ass pool. Anyway, I'm like, yo, what's good with you? Like, I'm waking her up type shit. I'm like, yo, you sleeping? Like, what's up? Anyway, I go downstairs. She kind of realized I'm there. She wakes up, she come downstairs. She was telling me about some other shit she wanted to get me with. Like, this is before I was really on Afrobeats. Like, I don't want to dox her neither because she know what it is. She ain't never say no weird shit. This is why it's so crazy that this is the girl that I've been, and I think it's because she mad because I cheated on her type shit. It's her trying to use this against me. It's not the girl that was really in it. So anyway, that girl woke up. And by the way, you know, I hate to tell this part because it's going to make her look crazy. And this is why I refuse to give out that girl's name. Okay, so so it's the nighttime, whatever. I remember saying like, damn, what was y'all doing when I was sleeping type shit? She was like, oh shit, now we were just having fun, blah, 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 blah. Now, granted, this is a girl who I've been dealing with for a couple years. I've messed with her for years. When she came over that time, she had told me she was like a dancer, some shit like that, you know what I mean? And I remember, and I don't know if maybe my niggas took it the wrong way, because I remember she had told me, she was like, yo, the girl you used to know, like I'm on some bad girl vibes now, type shit. Like, basically, she be like doing her thing. And I remember I told him, I'm like, yo, oh, this is before when I was going to the party, I was like, yo, I'm about to get this girl coming over later for me. But she telling me she on some different vibes. I don't know if that's what they took, and I can't really speak to other niggas' thing. I can only speak to myself. All right, bet. Cool. We're in the morning now. We're in the morning, and once the morning happened, and I remember even that night, like that night when she woke up, I went in my backyard, and I'm like, something don't look right back here. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, what was y'all doing when I was sleeping type shit? Cause I know, like, if you, nigga, I live in my crib dolo, nigga. Like, don't get no ideas, but dolo, nigga, like, nigga, I know the chair, the tan is right there. I know this is right there. And I'm like, I go in the backyard. I'm like, why this is over there? Why this is over there? This shit don't make no sense. So I asked her, and she was like, nah, we were just having fun type shit. That's what she told me tonight. In the morning, I gotta let my dog out. So I go let Pluto out. And when I go let Pluto out, I'm now outside standing. I'm like looking around. I'm like, man, this shit don't look right. Here's the thing. I got cameras everywhere in my crib. And this is the reason why y'all gonna realize the raid. Yeah, this is the raid. The cameras. And this is like, I'm telling y'all now that I could hear the whole story. Bet. So now I'm sitting there. This is the morning. I'm looking around. I'm like, what the fuck? I know my backyard. Something ain't right. She's telling me they were just chilling, having fun, waiting for me type shit. But I'm sleeping, and I'm sleep from like 9 p.m. since I got in the crib, and they don't wake me up till 4 a.m. That's how many hours? 7 hours. Okay. Anyway, remember when she told me the night before, I'm believing it. But in the morning, I'm looking around when I'm letting Pluto. I'm like, something don't sound right. I go on my camera. I go to my DVR. I'm looking what's going on. Gang, this is facts, and I'm not trying to make her look crazy, and I'm not trying to put her in no type of weird position. This is just reality. Brother, this is a girl who I've been dealing with for like 2 years on and off. We were not steadily, like we were like, you know, hang out, not really hang out, not really hang out. That type of shit. You feel me? She's actually like a really good girl. Like, she's a girl who kind of gives like really nice energy, like not one of them like sexy red type turns, like not to disrespect her either. When I look at my camera in the morning, gang, the shorty was getting like, I don't even like, she was getting trained by my two mans, like on my pool deck the night before when I'm sleeping. I'm dead ass, this is what happened. Nigga, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what? Nigga, I invited you over here. I paid a lift. The lift was like $200. Nigga, she lived, I don't even want to say where she lived. I'm like, what? How could you come to my joint and get trained by my mans while I'm sleeping?
Now, here's what doesn't add up to that whole thing. Of course, as you see, it's a freeze frame right here. Ack was actually live streaming. If you notice, the caption on that stream that we took, or should I say that we looked at just a second ago, it said lost stream. It was deleted. The stream that he was doing that evening was actually deleted. Ack was wide awake when this happened. That's what doesn't seem right about what Ack is talking about. Yes, he might have been drunk, but why was your cameras on live stream while this was happening? That's the true question that everyone is asking. If you were quote-unquote sleep, how in the hell were your live stream cameras on?
Now, this is where I'm going to be honest with you. Men, y'all going to learn this lesson from me. And this is sincere. Men, I want y'all to learn this lesson from me. And I will say this, and tears might come in my eye when I say this to you. You could get penalized for being a good guy. I never knew nothing was ever going on. I was sleeping. So when I seen this shit, I'm kind of offended. I'm like, damn, when I talked to her last night, she never told me. And when and this morning, I feel a certain type of way. So I go down to where I usually play Fortnite, and she come down and like, she like covered up, and she was just like, yo, last night was fun. Like, she was kind of like mad jovial about like what happened the night before, but I feel away because I seen it on my camera. I said, yo, you just got trained by my mans. I called you, like I sent the shit for you to come here. Why'd you? Okay, bet. I ain't say nothing to her first. We then go upstairs to my kitchen. And she's still acting like ain't nothing happened. So I'm kind of throwing little hints to that. I'm like, yo, y'all can't believe y'all ain't wake me up type of shit last night. Like, what happened? You know what I mean? She was like, nah, we were just having fun, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm feeling disrespected because I'm like, yo, does she not know that I seen this shit? Like, but so I asked her one question, and this is facts, my nigga. I said, do you know, I said, everything you did last night, right? I said, you wanted to do, right? Because, you know, just off like, because she's acting like nothing happened. And I'm like, everything you wanted to do, right? And she said to me, yeah, I had fun. Everything was cool. I'm a little tight. And by the way, some of y'all gonna hear the story and be like, Ak, you caused this on yourself, because maybe y'all can say tender dick or whatever, because I could just said nothing and I would have never been in these problems. Because sometimes when a girl is intoxicated or whatever she is, bro, sometimes it's you shaming her that causes her to do some shit, nigga. So she's like, nah, everything is cool. But I'm feeling the way because I'm like, really came to my crib and just fuck my niggas and really think I don't know type shit. Like, so I said, damn. I said, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm like, yo, y'all made a motion video last night, man. In reality, I said, y'all got a whole video of whatever happened. And she was like, what are you talking about? I still think she playing dumb. I'm like, I said, bruh, you know, it's all good. I ain't even tripping. I'm like, I'm just trying to make sure, yo, you good, whatever you did last night. And, you know, I ain't think you was that type of girl, but fuck it. It's cool. She was like, why are you acting like that? Because now I'm acting distant. She's like, yo, why are you acting like that? I'm like, I'm getting mad now, because now I'm thinking like, yo, you're playing with me. You're acting like I don't know. You're acting like, bro, this is my house. I tell everybody when they come to my house. Every video, every audio is recorded. Nigga, I got more cameras in my house than the motherfucking casino, bro. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I tell him like, yo, really? I'm like, yo, it's cool, bro. Like, I see you fuck my niggas type shit. She said, nah, I never fucked your niggas. Really? Bro, you did. No, I didn't. She was like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I probably got naked and like twerk for them, but I ain't never fuck them. Already I'm thinking like, I know you lying now because you're admitting to get, first of all, why would you even get naked for my niggas? If you came for me, you.
And that was another question I asked. I might have gotten naked and twerk for them. See, there's a couple of things that there's a few loose holes in these stories here. Number one, of course, we already identified the fact that Ak was definitely awake when all this was happening. Ak was also fully clothed. Now, of course, you can be drunk and pass out in your clothes and whatnot, but it looked like I said, Ak was very much fully clothed when this was going on. Second thing is, he clearly didn't, you know, if the screams happened while he was on stream, number one, and the screams happened way before he woke up, how is it that she supposedly woke up and didn't remember anything happening when, even if she woke up to start screaming, when did those screams happen? That is the real question. If she is the real woman that was behind those screams, when did those screams actually happen in between Ak supposedly being asleep and the train happening? That is what we need to get to the bottom of.
Oh no, them niggas whatever, cool. I bet. So I show her, I'm like, yo, bro, you don't gotta lie to me. It's cool. Like, I get it. Like, this is the first time I seen her like in a year. I said, you don't gotta even lie to me, nigga. I show her on my phone. I said, bro, look, right there. She got another excuse. She said, oh, nah. So it was a video of her naked in my pool, bent over by the deck, and then one of my niggas got his dick out. Like, pause, I'm sorry, I've got to give you all the details, but I keep telling you, somebody can't ever put dirt on my name without me telling the truth. So I said, bro, like, look at this right here. She was like, like, at first, she was like, yeah, he might have took his dick out. Like, I think he rubbed his dick on my pussy, but I'm like, yo, bro, you really lying to me right now. So I ain't even gonna hold you. Nigga, I scrolled in the video, nigga. I got the video in my shit. I scrolled in, I said, bro, here's a video of him fucking you. Then I scrolled again. I said, here's a video of him fucking you and you sucking off my other man's. Oh, what? What? Now the story changed. The story now becomes, what? Oh, I didn't know that. Was she apologetic? She's like, yo, you gotta believe me. Like, yo, I would have never did that. Like, yo, shit, I'm so sorry. I would have never disrespected you like that. Like, yo, I came here for you, this, that, and third. Anyway, my mama had to come that day, like, on some real shit. I ain't even bullshitting. My mama was coming to my crib. So it's not only, like, usually when that girl comes to my crib, she stays a couple days. Like, I ain't even bullshitting. She usually come stay a couple days, bring clothes. But my mama was coming that day, so it wasn't because I was salty. And, you know, if y'all don't believe that, you'll believe that. But that's really what it was. So I told her, I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, yo, you gotta go, yo. So she's looking at me like, damn. And she said this. She said, damn, yo, you mad cold with me right now. She's like, usually you get me breakfast and shit. Like, why you so cold? And I'm like, nah, my mama coming here like, yo, you gotta go. Bro, she's automatically like looking at me like, oh, shit. Oh, you really thinking? So she's apologizing like, yo, believe me, I'm not that type of girl, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and we're going to get to the raid. I call her a car. She leaves. She calls me in the car. She says, yo, I'm sorry. I don't want you ever think I'm that type of girl. I came there to hang out with you. Like, and she even said this verbatim. Why would I come there and fuck your friends and not you? Like, why would I come there and fuck them instead of fucking you? Like, come on, like, does it make sense? Like, now, this is her apologizing. Cool. When she gets home, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this is I honestly, to this day, I still think I fucked up by doing this. Because I'm shaming her now. I'm shaming her. I said to her, yo, I'm gonna keep it a being with you, bro. You came to my house and had two niggas just fuck you raw. I ain't seen no condom, no none. I told her, I said, yo, you should go get tested, man. Like, you done. I said, that's wild, yo. You should go get tested, bro. And from that moment, she started like, because the denial shifted and she kept like trying to like pivot on the denial to, yo, nah, send me the video. Yo, I'm pretty sure I didn't fuck him. And I'm like, bro, you fucked him. And she was like, no, look again. And now I'm getting super tight because I'm like, bro, I'm not about to watch this video of you getting fucked, my nigga. Like, it's on my surveillance. Like, bro, like, I was fucking with you. Like, what? You want me to watch the video of you getting fucked? Cool. She keeps saying that, whatever. She then tells me, by the way, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm gonna keep it being about everything. My homies did not tell me they fucked her. At that point, I only seen on my security cam. My homies did not tell. Remember, they woke me up that night. Yo, let us out. Let us out the crib, or lock the crib. They did not tell me they fucked the bitch that came for me. They never told me that. You know when that conversation happened, Shorty now says to me, yo, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. Like, I really don't believe I would really do that. I'm not that type of person. Yo, you right. I should go get tested. Remember, I told her to get tested, right? I think, and that's why I said, like, maybe I fucked up by like, because now I'm making her seem nasty, right? Like, yo, go get tested. What the fuck? She said, yeah, I'm gonna get tested, and yo, you know, I'm gonna get a rape kit. I tell her, I'm like, nigga, I'm like, yo, get a rape kit. Like, so good. Like, yo, whatever. I said, whatever you got going. But she keep asking me, like, yo, are you sure what happened after this? How did both of the guys get there instead of one? Because I remember talking to him, but I remember the other guy. And I'm like, bro, I'm not watching this. So now I'm getting the defense. I ain't watching that shit no more, gang. I'm not watching the shit. Okay. That's the last time I talked to her. The next time I talked to her, she asked me one random day, like 3 days later, yo, could I get your friends' names and numbers? Bro, you still trying to, like, I say, yo, you fucked them. You can't get their name and number? Why the fuck you need me to get their name and number? I don't know. Like, come on, bro. Why you keep asking about niggas you don't fucked? Yo, could I get their names and numbers? Bruh. I say, you know, because she keep wanting to say, I want to know exactly what happened. Do you sure nobody used the condom? I said, bruh, from the video I ain't seen them niggas use a condom type shit. By the way, here's the thing, and for the guys who's watching, this is what being a good guy gets you. Because I could have acted like nothing happened. I could have just chalked it to the game, which I probably should have, and be like, that's a girl. You know how girls are. Yo, I've thought about this a million times. I really think that me making her feel some shame made all this happen.
So what's not adding up here now is the fact that he's making it seem like this is a couple of days after this incident and not the same exact night. As you heard him say in the very beginning, he sped over as soon as this incident happened. As soon as the screaming was heard at that. So what is actually the truth here? It sounds like there are some things that are true with Ak is saying, but like I said, there are some things here that don't necessarily sound too truthful. We already established the fact that it seems that he was definitely up during this time if the live stream cameras were on and he had to walk in to turn them off. It clearly shows that he was in there and up before these screams happened. So he definitely was awake. The other thing to note with that is that, again, he's making it seem like it's a couple of days later. Because he mentions that she's now asking for the names of the people and the numbers of the people. Now, of course, that just sounds like you're building a case if you're asking for that information. But again, this is all the same night that he's actually rushed from the studio, or should I say his house, to this particular studio. So it doesn't make sense that he says that it's a couple of days now and she asks randomly for that information.
Because the day after, when she walked up to me, she said she had fun. And I'm the one feeling the way like, bro, you had fun fucking other niggas, bro. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Being a good guy, cut that shit out, man. Don't help no, like, bro. If it don't got to do with you, man, let everybody get it out the mud. Fuck that shit. So anyway, she keep asking, she say, yo, I want to see the video. I keep telling her I'm not going to keep watching a video where you're fucking my friends. You were supposed to be fucking with me. Okay. She asked me for my friends' names or whatever. I said, yo, you know what? I'm going to give you my man's number. I said, whatever you want to know about that night, he fucked you, you go talk to him. Y'all go talk, okay? All right. When I get home, I was coming from my studio. And when I get home, 20 minutes after I get home, that's when the raid happens. My mama's screaming. She's saying, get the gun. I'm looking on my shit. I could see it's police. I put my gun away. I locked the other guns away. They put me, my mom, Cheyenne in cuffs. They bring me down to the station. I don't know. At this point, I don't know what it's about. They're asking me about the situation. Yo, what's whatever, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you why they did the raid and why they did the search warrant on my crib. And this is another thing. Yo, after that, bruh, like even to this day, right now, I pay $4,000 for an apartment I don't go to. I got an apartment right now I do not go to because I refuse to bring people back to my crib. I'm going to tell you why. The reason why they did that search warrant, the reason why they kicked the door off my fucking, they kicked my door off. Well, obviously my mom didn't open the door. It was just did what they had to do. But they kicked it off because they felt like my mom, you know, like is stalling or some shit. The reason why they did that is because Shorty went to the cops and the cops reading and listening to her side of the story. They're saying, oh yeah, Shorty got R-worded. Academics got the tape. It's at his house, but he don't want to give up the tape. So that's their whole mentality. Act don't want to give up the tape. Everything is on my house is documented on tape. So they kicked my door off, took all my cell phones, took my DVR, and then they bring it down to the station. Also, here's the thing. Everybody knows me in my, like where I'm from. I'm like the popular nigga in my town. So now they bring it down there. Nigga, they even called me. I said, because at first I was so bewildered. I didn't even know what was going on. By the way, I get and I'll tell you the truth. This is facts. My nigga, I'm a rich nigga, expensive nigga. My nigga, I spent $100,000. I got a $100,000 retainer on a lawyer, and I never got charged with nothing. But they serve a search warrant on my crib. So they serve a search warrant and they interrogated me. So I got the best lawyer known to man. I get that lawyer. We're trying to figure out what's going on. They're like, oh, we're investigating this sexual assault. Alleged sexual assault. Long story short, and this is why Shorty who thinks she got something over my head, bro, it's clear as day on tape. You feel me? Matter of fact, I still think the county got my DVR because I just got a new DVR. By the way, they sent me all type of shit like, yo, act you good, like nothing with you, like you're straight. And here's the thing, my friends who's on the tape fucking the girl, they didn't get charged. It was like, yo, hey, listen, there isn't enough evidence that showcased that you didn't want to fuck them.
Until a couple of days ago, of course. So, with all those being said, all those loopholes being said in the story, we would then have Miss Zaya going live herself.
I look crazy right now, but I'm not going to stand here and let this man continue to lie about me. That's not what happened. Academics, you know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought, like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. You raped me too, and a rape kit was done. You know what? I'm gonna come back with my own story. This what you wanted, you're about to get it. I've been quiet for way too long.
So, judging from what she says, it sounds like to me, academics could have possibly, while this was happening, could have went in, interrupted what was going on and what he saw on the cameras. And when he got there and was on top of her, she might have, woken up and started to scream. Which would make it look like, he was part of this supposed Bill Cosby raping. That's what it starts to sound like to me. Because, remember, academics keep saying that she was saying that she didn't remember anything that was going on. That's why she's taking the rape kit test, trying to figure that out. Of course, trying to get the names and contacts of the gentlemen, because of course she didn't even know their names. That was the weird part. She had just met them that night and didn't even know who they were. And of course this happens. You get too drunk and then you don't know what's going on. That's the real part. How did it get to the part where you don't know what's even going on anymore? Where do you, Messiah, lose your actual recollection of things? Well, I needed to also ask myself this, of course. Remember we asked, why is it the fact that she said, oh, wow, maybe I got up and twerked for one of them. I remember getting undressed and twerking for maybe one of them. And, I don't remember that. Well, I wonder, does she remember this, though?
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful.
Now, I'll turn the music off, but as you can see what Zaya's doing. Some people thought this was Cheyenne. That's not Jay. Just twerking away. Right? But let's also look at this. Let's look at Miss Zaya Abashi's Instagram. And this is why this is called, a judgment of character, if you will. First picture. Now, of course, I'm not going to say it here. I'm going to be very respectful. But when I see an Instagram like this, I would like for my women that follow the channel to, help me out and make their own, as you say, judgments of character. I'm not going to say it. But clearly, there are some things that you can notice. There are things that will make you say, well, maybe I can kind of understand how maybe it might have happened. Especially when we're talking about, the type of female that did say, quote unquote, she doesn't remember if she got up and twerked for one of them or not. But again, I want you to also notice the biggest thing about this. Let's also look at the age real quick. If they could show me that. You know what? I wonder if it's in the court documents. Because that's actually what we have to get into next. So let's do that instead. Because she is another young buck as well. No signs of intelligent life at all. I kind of agree sometimes. But, you know what? Now that we have heard, both parties, seen and identified some things as well with certain people, why don't we pull up those court documents, shall we? I think it's time. I think it's time. Let me just get myself out of here. Matter of fact. And I guess maybe we should zoom in just a little bit. Just for those that may or may not be able to see. Oh, no, yes, we can't. Alright, screw it. Oh, there we go. That helps some of y'all out there. Alright. So, we're going to do this similar to how we did at the Cassie case. Of course, we don't have to read the entire 32 pages, but we will read a good 95% of that. Starting with the biggest thing to note, Tyrone A. Blackburn, of course. Now, Tisa Tales has been covering some of this already, but for those that don't know, Tyrone Blackburn is the same lawyer that is representing Cassie, as well as the other Jane Does of the Diddy case, as well as he is representing King Combs' defendant as well. So, Tyrone Blackburn has been catching sexual assault cases left and right for different celebrities, if you haven't noticed. That's just his thing. He catches a lot of these celebrities doing foul things to people, and he is right there when the call is made for him. So it says, Fazia Abashi, plaintiff, against Livingston Allen, in individuals John Doe 1 through 10, and Jane Does 1 through 10, as well as ABC corporations. Now, what does this mean? When you put in ABC corporations as well, things are also starting to get tricky, for the simple fact that this is why academics could also lose him being able to live stream. Because him even being mentioned in these accusations, and then God forbid that he gets said to be guilty, he would not be able to live stream again whatsoever, because the networks are not going to take that at all. So, let's just say the sponsors are not going to take him in at all anymore. Introduction. So, on or about July 16th, 2022, why does that keep starting? Why is everything happening in July? So, defendant Allen contacted Ms. Abashi and invited her to come to his house and visit him in New Jersey. Okay, so that part we do know is for sure. Even though it had been almost a year since they last saw each other, Miss Abashi did not suspect any ill intentions and agreed. She was accustomed to visiting Mr. Allen at his home in New Jersey, and Mr. Allen would send a car to pick her up. Miss Abashi lives in Pennsylvania. On the day of the incident, when Miss Abashi arrived to enjoy her evening, little did she know that defendant Livingston Allen and his two accomplices, John Doe 1 and John Doe 2, would drug and rape her. Oh boy. The morning after the incident, Miss Abashi was unaware of what happened. She only became aware after Mr. Allen showed her surveillance footage of her being sexually assaulted by John Doe 1 and John Doe 2 on the pool deck. Miss Abashi was in shock and fearful after the reality of what had occurred set in. Now, what do we know about this so far? Well, certain things are true, that the gangbang did happen on the pool deck. Those were both things that both parties have confirmed already, right? Second thing was, we also confirmed the fact that she doesn't remember anything. Both parties have confirmed that part. That she was asked even, okay, does she remember anything? And she clearly kept saying, no, I don't remember any of this. I just don't. In the aftermath, Abashi reported Mr. Allen and the accomplices' actions to the police, and a rape kit was performed, evidencing that Ms. Abashi had been sexually assaulted. Since reporting the horrific rapes, Ms. Abashi chose silence and remained silent until on or about December 30th, 2023. Mr. Allen took to social media and defamed Miss Abashi. Mr. Allen accused Miss Abashi of voluntarily having an orgy with his friends at his home while maintaining that he never participated in it at all. This led to a spew of public slander as Mr. Allen's account of what happened spread like wildfire on multiple media outlets. As detailed below, Mr. Allen made several public statements defaming Miss Abashi surrounding the events of her assault. She was filled with anger, and all the suppressed painful memories of that horrific night resurfaced. In her state of anger, Ms. Abashi released a video addressing Mr. Allen's involvement in her sexual assault. When Ms. Abashi's account was published, Mr. Allen lashed out with false statements. Mr. Allen denied involvement, even though upon information and belief, Mr. Allen's spermicide was discovered on the rape kit. So definitely was DNA on the kit as well, which probably damaged Ms. Abashi's reputation even further. So, Mr. Allen and his two accomplices, sexual assault severely injured Ms. Abashi, causing significant physical and psychological pain and suffering, loss of dignity, and invasion of her privacy. Mr. Allen's public statements added to the harm Ms. Abashi was already silently suffering with. Okay. So now we're getting to the nitty-gritty of things. Because like I said, something just isn't adding up here. Both people saying that, they don't remember anything. And the pool deck. But no one has the names of these people either. And now you have to ask yourself, why wasn't ACT called as well to even get the names of these people? Alright then. So let's move along. Defendant Allen is a social media antagonist and commentator primarily known for his presence on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. Allen is currently a resident, and you know what? We pretty much know this part already. We pretty much know him. Okay, so let's go down to, this is what I mean by we need to just go down to the rest of it. So I wanted to read into. Now, grandest girls, okay. Alright, so let's go down to where ACK, and this is of course where ACK is, this right here, the now grandest girl who I've been dealing with for a couple of years. I've messed with her. This is all part of the video that we just watched. So that's why I'm also skipping ahead, because this is literally everything that he said. She told me she on some different type of vibes. I don't know if that's what my guys took for, and really can't speak for other niggas thing. So once again, this is part of the video that we just watched here. Okay, so this is also taking account of what she described that evening as well. So let's go from here at the factual background, and let's start where she actually remembers things occurring. So according to Ms. Abashi, she met Mr. Allen online via social media on or about 2021. She began casually dating him, and he periodically invited her to his Jersey home. At this time, Ms. Abashi had lived in Pennsylvania. So was pretty far away. That's pretty damn far. I'm just saying. And he lives in Jersey. That's the crazy part. And he got her a lift all the way from Pennsylvania to Jersey. Yeah, that is going to run you a pretty penny, about $200. As previously stated, on July 16th, Mr. Allen contacted Ms. Abashi and invited her to visit the home in New Jersey. Okay, so did not suspect any intentions, even though it had almost a year. So let's get down to where she arrives there. Before her arrival, Mr. Allen had noticed that the friends John Doe had, that a woman would be coming over. So so she was told that Che was actually coming over also, because that was another key point in the story that Ack was talking about, that Che had actually came over right after that, and they had gotten to a spat as well. So the screams weren't from Che. The screams were definitely from Zaya Abashi. They were not coming from Che. Both people have already confirmed that part, and all three have confirmed that part, that those screams were not from Che, and they were definitely from Ms. Abashi as well. Okay, so she was told that someone was coming over, that another woman was coming over. A different type of vibes is an indication that Ms. Abashi would be coming over to engage in sexual activity. Okay. That's kind of weird that's in there as well. According to a post on the social media, Mr. Allen admitted to telling John Doe and stated, now granted, this is a girl who I've been dealing with for a couple of years. I've messed with her. Okay, so they took about the video part right there. Now they're using that so Tyrone basically is insinuating that, because how he has that part worded right there, if you notice, before her arrival, Mr. Allen had notified his friends, the John Doe 1 and 2, that a woman would be coming over, and she was on a different type of vibes. And then he tries to put a definition in there saying a different type of vibes is an indication that Mr. Abashi will be coming over to engage in sexual activity. That's not the case. That's not necessarily the case, and that's crazy that he's actually trying to insinuate that the people even thought that, without even confirming their names or their type of character or the type of person, that you're just insinuating that they thought that the different type of vibes meant that she was going to engage in sexual activity. Just think about that right there. That could also be that's applause for countersuit when you're saying things like that as well. When Ms. Abashi arrived at Mr. Allen's home, everything seemed normal apart from the neighborhood power outage. Khalif, a friend of Mr. Allen, greeted her. Ms. Abashi was taken aback by Mr. Allen, did not tell her anyone else would be at this home. Upon her arrival, she did not suspect anything suspicious, so she entered the home. John Doe 1 invited Ms. Abashi into the kitchen and introduced her to John Doe 2, Slime, another of Mr. Allen's friends. Okay, so we have Khalif and we have Slime here. Due to the power outage, the three of them sat in the kitchen together. Ms. Abashi engaged in a small talk with them while patiently waiting for Mr. Allen to appear. Ms. Abashi recalls John 1 being relatively talkative, while John Doe 2 was oddly quiet. Ms. Abashi was initially offered a drink, but she refused and opted to make her own drink, as she was accustomed to when she had visited the house before. John Doe 1 insisted that they prepare Ms. Abashi's drink, Unbeknownst to Mizobashi, John Doe 1 was Mr. Allen's manager or employee, and he asserted his position by telling Mizobashi that he was in charge until Mr. Allen arrived. As odd as this encounter was, Mizobashi obliged and allowed John Doe 1 and John Doe 2 to fix her the drink. As the trio conversed, Mizobashi asked for Mr. Allen and was told to hold on. John Doe 1 then left the kitchen and found Mr. Allen, and when he came back, he said that Mr. Allen would join them shortly. So already someone is already doing something that they shouldn't be doing. This is why it's good to have not just John Doe 1 and John Doe 2, because what if this John Doe tries to just break away? You know what I mean? It's going to be a little bit harder to find him now. Just saying. Okay, where were we here? Oh, shortly after John Doe 1 appeared from inside the house and proceeded to join her in the hot tub. Okay, here we go. Here we get into the nitty gritty now. Okay, so. Okay. Mr. Allen herself, because, Admittedly, Mizobashi recalls having an eerie feeling, but she ignored it because she did not believe Mr. Allen, whom she had known for nearly 2 years, would harm her or allow her to be harmed. She dismissed these feelings as nerves and waited for Mr. Allen to arrive. Shortly after the power had returned, John Doe 1 asked if Mizobashi wanted to use the hot tub or the pool and wait for Mr. Allen there. So that right there also sounds like, okay, I've given her the drink. Let me see if she's in some type of mood. Let me just put the hot tub on and get her over there. That's what that sounds like to me. Mizobashi said she'd be okay with the hot tub. Again, Mizobashi did not suspect anything, as she was accustomed to using the hot tub and pool when she previously visited Mr. Allen's home. She was also under the impression that John Doe 1 and John Doe 2 would leave after putting the hot tub on, as their actions and gestures made it appear that they were heading out. See, I can understand how that looks too. Okay. So basically, it sounds like they give that. Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. They've given her the drink. Now they're encouraging her to go to the hot tub. And of course, she's thinking that she's just going to go to the hot tub waiting on academics, when in fact, she's just going to the hot tub to relax and still chill with the two dudes that she still doesn't even know. Let's also note that. So, when she enters the hot tub alone, shortly after, John Doe 1 appeared from inside the house and proceeded to join her in the hot tub. Shortly after that, John Doe 2 also appeared with a bottle of alcohol and began forcing her to take shots of the alcohol. See, that part right there is a lie. You don't force anyone to take the shots just because he's a manager. She has every right to say no if she is grown. Let's be honest here. Of course, you don't want to lose the lifestyle that you might be living, but let's be honest here. This is a girl that he saw just about a year ago and hasn't really been doing anything. As Ak also said, he doesn't even remember getting her over there. She actually messaged him, not the other way around. So it's just different. It's different holes in this story, and Tyrone doesn't make it necessarily better when he's saying things like they're forcing her to take the shots, when it could make it sound like they're just, got her hands tied behind her back and just throwing the alcohol down her throat. That's not necessarily happening. Of course, she's probably getting past shots and she's just taking them, and these guys already know her history of things, so on and so forth. According to Mizobashi, she vaguely remembers John Doe 2 nervously pacing around the pool area. Eventually, Mizobashi recalls beginning to feel strange. It was not simply a feeling of intoxication, as Mizobashi had only half of the first drink and a few sips of the new drink that John Doe 1 had provided her, and as entered the hot tub, Mizobashi began feeling extremely hot, as if her body was on fire. She felt extremely lightheaded and dizzy. Upon noticing this, John Doe 2 asked her if she was lit, and then returned to the kitchen. He then returned with more alcohol, which they insisted she drank. They even went so far as to pour the alcohol into Mizobashi's mouth forcibly. Now, see, I don't know about that part, because if you're doing that, where now is the part where you're screaming? That's what I want to know. How are they actually forcing you to drink this alcohol now? That is my question to you. Are they holding your arms behind your back, or do they have them tied, or, is someone just holding your jaw open and just pouring the alcohol down? Like, that doesn't sound right to me. I'm just saying. According to Ms. Abashi, she recalls John Doe 1 becoming very handsy and aggressively made sexual advances toward her, which she rejected. Upon information and belief, John Doe 2 was on the sidelines watching while all of this was happening. According to Ms. Abashi, John Doe 1 would not take no for an answer and began groping her. He eventually picked her up and tossed her into the pool adjacent to the hot tub. According to Ms. Abashi, she was disorientated, had trouble breathing, and struggled to get out of the pool for fear of drowning. Okay. So, as she attempted to crawl out of the pool while still disorientated and struggling to breathe, John Doe 1 attacked her. Oh, see, this is where the sexual assault part came from. Now, I don't know necessarily what he means by the attack part, because he's not really being clear here. He forcibly removed her underwear, opened her legs, and began penetrating her vagina with his erect penis. Now, see, this is what doesn't make sense here. Says that she's disoriented, had trouble breathing, struggled to get out the pool, had a fear of drowning. Says she got out of the pool while still disoriented, struggling to breathe, and she said that someone basically helped her out of the pool, grabbed her, and just started fucking her. Something doesn't seem right there. That part doesn't seem right at all, that they just grabbed her out of the pool as she's trying to get out of the pool and just started hitting it. I wasn't born yesterday. I'm just saying there. That part doesn't necessarily make sense. Here's where it doesn't make sense. If a person is disoriented, right, and they're thrown into a pool, doesn't the pool water and being thrown into the pool put you in more of a state of shock and awareness? I don't know about you, but even if I'm in my drunkest state, someone throwing me or pushing me in the pool is probably going to wake me up more than put me more disoriented. Let's start there, okay? Ms. Abashi did not consent. Okay, in fact, due to the alcohol and whatever substance was placed in the alcohol, see, now they're insinuating that someone slipped something in her drink. Okay, she was not in the right mindset to consent to any of the sexual acts that were being performed on her by John Doe 1. Ms. Abashi has memories of fighting off her attackers, but feeling extremely weak. So you were in a surprise shadow boxing match with these people that just grabbed you out the pool and started hitting it, right? Okay. As John Doe 1 assaulted her, Ms. Abashi would later learn that John Doe 2 watched from the side and undressed in the bushes nearby already. So Ms. Abashi would later learn that as she laid lifeless on the concrete, John Doe 1 was standing in the pool while shifting her lifeless body back and forth on the concrete. Kind of crazy. John Doe 2 was undressing in the bushes and would soon ambush Ms. Abashi. The two men then proceeded to rape Ms. Abashi simultaneously. Okay. And upon information, this was witnessed by the police and with the surveillance that Ack also talked about as well. So that is basically what happened to her that evening. She thinks someone slipped something in her drink. Read this. Okay. This is where things get a little bit too wicked right here also. So, according to Ms. Abashi, she recalls being awakened naked in the bed in what she believed was Mr. Allen's bedroom. She believes this was around 4 a.m. Okay, so remember he mentioned around the 4 a.m. part as well. She was awoken by Mr. Allen savagely pulling her hair, prying open her legs, and brutally raping her. He even has a typo at the raping part. So, from what it sounded like, or should I say from what we saw in the video, there were already screams going on. So clearly she wasn't asleep at this time, or passed out, I should say. So now that makes you wonder here. That truly makes you wonder here. When did she actually lose consciousness? If she remembers everything happening, when did she actually lose consciousness to not remember anything happening? I'm just saying. So here's another tricky part. According to Miss Abashi, lying on the concrete was the last memory she had of the part of the attack. She recalls going in and out of consciousness and does not recall ever entering the home. So if you don't recall entering the home, how did you remember that there was an outage beforehand? Okay. So she believes this is around 4 a.m. Of course, this is what Ack had mentioned before. And she was awoken by him being on top of her, of course, saying that she raped. According to Miss Abashi, Mr. Allen was relentless. He tried to penetrate her anally and was frustrated because she kept squirming and moving due to the pain. As a result, Mr. Allen proceeded to rape her vaginally. Upon information and belief, Mr. Allen was not using protection when he anally and vaginally raped Ms. Abashi, as evidenced by the purported discovery of his spermicide on the rape kit. So that also confirms that he had spermicide that's on the rape kit as well, which was performed on Ms. Abashi a few hours after he raped her. Ms. Abashi recalls begging Mr. Allen to stop raping her. She recalls her voice was faint as she continued to drift in and out of consciousness. Ms. Abashi remembers crying for most of this assault, but losing her ability to move physically. Ms. Abashi eventually gave up, fighting in hopes that Mr. Allen would finish quickly. Ms. Abashi recalls Mr. Allen saying, "Open your mouth," as he pulled her hair. He said, "Open your mouth. I want to come in your mouth." This was her last memory of the attack. According to Ms. Abashi, she woke up confused the following morning and she searched for Mr. Allen. According to Mr. Abashi, she looked around the house and found him in the basement on the computer, of course. According to Ms. Abashi, she sat on the floor next to him and he asked her if she knew that his friends ran a train on her. She sat on the floor next to him and he asked her if she knew that his friends ran a train on her. Okay. All right. And this is another part where he also explained in the video. So you don't remember this? Miss Abashi was still in disbelief. She had zero recollection of ever being in that room that prior night. So here's another thing. She doesn't remember waking up in the guest room, and she thought it was Academic's bedroom. If you don't remember so much, how do you remember being on the pool deck and the hot tub and everything? Like I said, certain things just aren't adding up here. According to Miss Abashi, it appeared that John Doe 1 and John Doe 2 raped her by the pool. The pair had taken her into another room in the house and continued to rape her brutally. Okay, so this is how apparently she got inside of the house. They got her in the house while they were still doing this. And apparently maybe either got off stream or woke up to all this happening when they got her in the house. Mr. Allen then handed her the can of vomit and asked her to throw it away. Not sure where that can of vomit even came from. Ms. Abashi then asked for her phone, and Mr. Allen went to retrieve it. He continued telling her that everything was all right if she was okay. At this point, she was still in disbelief and asked for proof of what occurred. According to Ms. Abashi, Mr. Allen showed her surveillance footage of John Doe 1 and John Doe 2, John Doe 1 raping her briefly and skipped through the video. According to Ms. Abashi, as she watched the video, she looked like she was just lying there lifeless. which did not sit right with her. According to Ms. Abashi, Mr. Allen then assured her that everything was okay, and as he spoke, he noticed Ms. Abashi's demeanor had begun to change. Mr. Allen then hastily told her that his mother was on the way and would be there shortly, and proceeded to order her the lift back to Pennsylvania. According to Ms. Abashi, Mr. Allen asked her where her clothes was. She responded that she had it. He stood there with a suspicious look in his face. Ms. Abashi later learned from the police that Mr. Allen disposed of several items, such as the bed sheets, etc., at this dumpster near his office. Presumably, Mr. Allen was attempting to destroy the evidence of Ms. Abashi's rape as well. So Ms. Abashi began feeling uneasy. She felt that Mr. Allen was attempting to take her clothes for some reason, presumably to hide whatever evidence she may have of what happened to her that night before. As these thoughts ran through her mind, so as not to alarm Mr. Allen, Ms. Abashi remained composed as she awaited for the lift to arrive. Ms. Abashi said that bye to Mr. Allen and left his home. According to Ms. Abashi, she called Mr. Allen while in the lift, asking for more questions. He began to blame her and ridicule her. She still trying to get answers, of course. She pleaded with him in apologizing for what occurred, as she was desperate to learn of the series of events that led to Mr. Allen and company's attacking her. Attack on her. Other accomplices, attack on her. According to Ms. Abashi, she asked Mr. Allen, well, you said that it was both of them, but you only showed me one. Can you please send me the proof of this? To which Mr. Allen sent the screenshot of the attack on Ms. Abashi, laid out on the concrete in front of the pool, with John Doe 1 between her legs and John Doe 2 sitting on the top of her face, presumably with his penis and testicles in her mouth. This was terrifying to her, as she knew within herself that she would never consent to any of this, even though she had been previously intimate with Mr. Allen in the years past. It was never a threesome or anything of that one-on-one consensual sex, other than one-on-one consensual sex, as she arrived home where she felt safest, the reality of what happened began to set in. Ms. Abashi also began feeling intense vaginal and anal pain. She contacted Mr. Allen again, saying she was hurt and wanted to see someone. Ms. Abashi felt destroyed, but also was afraid and wanted to know if there would be repercussions from Mr. Allen if she were to seek help. She asked him for the complete footage, and Mr. Allen refused. He suggested she get tested for sexually transmitted diseases and said he would do the same. So he did mention that part as well, that he told her to also get checked out. This was an odd statement, as it was proof that Mr. Allen, who had not slept with Ms. Abashi for over a year, engaged in unprotected sexual intercourse with Ms. Abashi. So still fearful, Ms. Abashi contacted her immigration lawyer, who decided her to contact the police regardless of the outcome. Ms. Abashi called the police and reported an incident of social assault. They told her that due to the seriousness of such matter, she needed to appear in person to speak with them. Of course, in that she should also visit a local hospital for a SANE test rape kit. She went to the hospital, Penn State Health, of course, St. Joseph, where the same test was performed, and the police actually was called Ms. Abashi to schedule a meeting, of course. According to Ms. Abashi, during the meeting with the police, a statement was taken, photographs of her business and scars were taken, and the other officers asked her to participate in a recorded wire call with Mr. Allen. So basically, she's also wiretapped as well now. According to Ms. Abashi, during the recorded wire call, the police wrote down a list of questions for Ms. Abashi to ask her. It says, Ms. Abashi remembers asking Mr. Allen to describe how she looked when he saw her in bed. He answered, you looked like you were in the pool. Interesting. Okay, according to Ms. Abashi on this call, Mr. Allen graphically recounts and admits to having sexual intercourse with Ms. Abashi, even going as far as to describe her vagina as being loose. When we saw in the club, I don't know. Stating, I know what your pussy feels like. That shit felt loose. Based on information and belief, this evidence was used to obtain a warrant for the footage, the secured footage, and the other evidence. According to Ms. Bashi, the results of the same test produced evidence that Ms. Abashi had been sexually assaulted. In addition to the rape kit, Ms. Abashi had images of bruises on her arm, back, buttocks, and legs that are evidence of the struggle she endured and the sheer brutality of the attack. At the time of her attack, Ms. Abashi, who was 5'5" and weighed less than 115 pounds, the attackers were approximately 5'10". Not that much of a height difference. As detailed earlier, Ms. Bashi was sexually assaulted on a concrete pool deck. As evidenced by the photo below, Ms. Bashi was lying limp and lifeless, while John Doe 1 and John Doe 2 proceeded to be a full-time pick. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Proceeded to pull her back and forth on the concrete, causing those scars. And of course, I can't show that, but I can show the scars down here, which of course I might have to edit that out, which YouTube probably won't give me because I skipped past it. But anyway, these are the scars that were on her, of course. So you see her back, of course, where she was rubbing back and forth in the concrete, and you see her elbows and things like that, which of course that can happen if you're, of course, the intercourse in the position that academics described, as well as here, her laying on her back, a guy, I guess, on mounting her face, and another guy mounting, the vaginal area. That can definitely happen, of course. Now, of course, they go more into what Axe said in the actual video here. But now they show the text messages. Says, I'm going to get tested this week. I think you should too, to make sure you're good. Yes, I'm going now. I'm hurt really bad. It's unlike me to do this, and I don't even know the other guy's name, so I was just laying there. You called? I'm considering going in for a rape testing kit for us to figure this out, because it bits in pieces, I remember, and I'm still not okay. I mean, not sure what you want me to say. That's why I asked you. Says, I mean, not sure what you want me to say. That's why I asked you while you were here if everything you did while I was sleeping you were okay with doing, and you said yeah. So I don't know. So maybe he was. Okay, so that's why I asked you while you were here if everything you did while I was sleeping you were okay. Okay, she's talking about her sleep. Okay, so I was passed out for most of it, but I'd wake up now, and then also I was in shock. I got most of the information from you. Before then, I never met the other guy, so he just took the opportunity, I guess. Oh. That's why I told you I don't judge, just trying to make sure you made the choice to do whatever you wanted to do. Always with you, but not this time around. I blacked out. I remember you waking me up during the night. They said you were trying to call and bring your friend to join in. Unbelievable. So remember, these are the text messages. These are the texts between these two. So she doesn't remember anything. It says up here up top, that's why I asked you while you were here if everything you did while I was sleeping you were okay with doing, and you said yeah, so I don't know. So basically, Ack was asking her, does she remember everything, or does she remember anything at all while he was sleeping? Was she okay with doing anything? Meaning, was there anything consensual happening? And she confirmed it with a yeah. So I was passed out for most of it, but I'd wake up now and then. Also, I was in shock. I got most of the information from you. Before then, I had never met the other guy. So he just took the opportunity, I guess, she says. And then he's saying, that's why I don't judge you. We're just trying to make sure that you made the right decision. that you were okay with doing what you was doing. So sounds like to me she didn't realize how drunk she actually got here. So once again, we don't have to read into more dialogue of things. We clearly get an understanding of what happened here. Now, this last one I want to play here, of course, with that explaining the actual text messages, because this is a very important part here. He's going to actually explain the scream. Watch this here. So while everybody has been, saying that he wasn't up, or also, matter of fact, let's just play it real quick. Let him tell you.
Okay, so that came from that. Again, somebody who's drunk. But this clip is going viral. Okay. By the way, if everybody know, I clearly said yesterday I've been wearing the same shirt for 3 days, the Keep It a Bean shirt. I've been wearing it for 3 days. This was last night.
Oh, that's the thing. I know, Jay. I'm showing this because there's people like, Tisa Tells that thinks that this is the same night.
I come back from my studio. I done told my story. I come back from my studio to my house. There's cameras ripped out of my outside of the inside of my house. There's mad monitors broken. There's mad shit broken. I'm even talking to this individual like, yo, damn, why'd you do all this shit? She gets her phone and she sees the blogs already started posting it. And they're posting the clip where it says, ex-girlfriend stole $500K from him. So, you know, she's not a public figure. So she's like, oh my God, you ruined my whole, like I'm done now. Like nobody will ever, that's all people are going to know from me. So she's drunk, by the way. This is a drunk woman. She's screaming, oh my God, all that type of shit. You know what I mean? By the way, at that time, somebody hits me and said, yo, your stream accidentally started. Like it just started because the internet was out before. I come down, I cut the stream off. That's it. Like there's random bums on here talking about I called my girlfriend smashing my friends in my house. You could probably even hear her like what words she's saying. Okay. All right. Okay. So that came from that. Again, somebody who's drunk don't know what's going on, or actually she do know what's going on. But for her opinion on this whole thing is, yeah, I sent a picture of you to a nigga, but I didn't post it on some public shit. Why did you have to go on your Twitch and talk about everything with me to the world? Like I look crazy now. You feel me? So whatever. So that's that. I also really want to get to, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna, because this not gonna really be no back and forth between me and nobody type shit. You feel me? This ain't gonna be no real back and forth with me and anybody in particular. But I also do want for the people who rock with me and who's gonna understand what the fuck I've been saying and realize I'm not coming on here like, nigga, I would have never said none of that shit if I came on here to lie. What I'll say is,
so once again, understand, and of course, thank you, Jay, for also saying that in the chat. This wasn't even the same exact event. So there's been narratives being thrown around that this was the same night or the same girl that was quote unquote being raped, when it wasn't even the same exact incident or correlated to it. So let's also clear up the text messages and let him explain those as well. The ones that were in the court documents, because they didn't put all of them in there.
I suppose the reason why I said that is because when she was in my kitchen and I was telling her like, yo, I think you fuck my nigga, she was like, yo, don't you like girls that be fucking mad niggas? And I'm like, bruh, you know, like I looked at you. And if she remembers this, you know I'm not capping. I said, you know, men look at girls two different ways. We have girls that we could possibly wife up. They're good girls and whores. Like, why y'all always think that a nigga want a chick who fucking everybody? So that's why I was like, yo, I don't know what you want me to say, LOL. Because I think when she says I'm sorry, she's finally accepting it that she did have sex with the two dudes. I said, I don't know what you want me to say. I said, I guess you won, I suppose. Whatever. She says, I never meant for all that to happen. Listen, does this sound like she's saying I did nothing wrong? I know you can never look at me the same. This is what you're saying to me. By the way, this is not Cheyenne. This is not Cheyenne. For everybody, this is not Cheyenne. This is some other shit. She says, look, I know you can't look at me the same. Okay. She says, I think I should talk to someone about this. I say, what you mean? She says, I feel really sad, and I think I should talk to someone about it, like a therapist or something. Okay. Let me see. Let me see what's the next message. Give me a second. A therapist or something. Hold on. Therapist or something. Okay, cool. All right. Now this is another message. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And then this is, you know, so I told her, I said, yo, you should get tested. Because we're talking in between all this and like on the phone and shit too. I tell her, yo, you should go get tested. Like, because, like, okay, granted, you didn't mean to whatever, but you had sex with two dudes unprotected. You should probably go get tested. Bro, if I did some weird shit, nigga, I'm not telling no girl to go get, come on, dog. Like, come on, let's do the math. All right, anyway, let me see. Oh, shit. Yeah, let me just download it again. And then go like this. And right here. There we go. Okay. So y'all read this message, right? Okay. Then it happens and it says, okay. She says, I'm hurt really bad. It's unlike me to do this. This is what she's saying. It's unlike me to do this, and I don't even know the other guy's name. I was just laying there. Anyway, like at this point, I ain't gonna lie, and this is where I say I feel certain type of wrong for like, cause I'm mad at her. I'm mad at her like, yo, you know me for like 2 years and you like, yo, I'm mad at her. Like, I'm not really looking at it like, oh, maybe I'm thinking she's also playing games. I'm like, what you mean you don't remember doing it? Like, niggas on camera. What you mean you don't remember? Anyway, so I say, you call. I guess she calls. She says, I'm considering going in for a rape testing kit for us to figure this out because it's bits and pieces I remember and I'm still not okay. Right? This is what I say to her. This is what I literally say. I said, this is what I say to her. I mean, not sure what you want me to say. That's why I asked you while you were here if everything you did while I was sleeping, you were okay with doing. Remember I told you, I said, before I got to confront her, I said, yo, everything you did last night, you were cool with doing, right? And she was like, yeah, I had fun. And then when I said, yo, you know you fucked my 2 niggas, she was like, what? No, I didn't. Anyway, she said, while I was sleeping, you were okay with doing it. You said, yeah. So I don't know. Remember, I'm telling her, that's why I asked you when you were here, if everything you did while I was sleeping, you were okay with, and you said, yeah. So I don't know. Then here's what she says. I was passed out for most of it, but I'd wake up now and, okay, let me find the rest of that. Let me see. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. Let's see. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. I'm gonna have to screenshot that part again. My bad, chat. Okay, I'm screenshotting again. I'm gonna crop the name. Okay, I'm gonna crop the name. I'm gonna airdrop it to this shit. Man, trust me, if there was any even hint of me doing some weird shit, nigga, this would have been clipped, nigga. Nigga, I would have been paying people off, all type of shit, nigga. Like, the fuck? Let me see. Let me go to my email. Got it.
For those of you just tuning in, he's displaying the text messages from the court documents, but he's displaying them in full because they weren't shown in full. They only showed certain bits and pieces of it, which even the ones that we just read didn't necessarily look good for her.
So I just sent myself the new screenshot that got the rest of this message clipped off. Here we go. Bingo. Download here. Let me put it over here. All right, cool. Here we go. I was passed out for most of it, but I'd wake up now and then. Also, I was in shock. I got most of the information from you. Remember, I'm watching this shit like, yo, bro, you know what's like, I'm watching on the camera from you. Before then, I never met the other guy. So he just took the opportunity, I guess. All right. I said, that's why I told you I don't judge. So when I was telling her, like, yo, you know you did this, I said, bro, it's all good, bro. I don't judge, bro. It's all good. Like, I'm used to girls and, like, you know, this, like, whatever, like, these chicks, whatever. It's fine. Like, I'm not mad at you, no type of shit. I said, that's why I told you I don't judge. Trying to make sure you made the choice to do whatever you wanted to do. Right? This is what she says. She says, always with you, but not this time around. I guess she's saying, I'm always with you,
like I'm making a choice. Like with you, so literally she's even saying, act with you. Anytime I'm with you, I'm making a choice. Always with you. With you, always I'm making a choice. With you. Remember, this is a girl I've dealt with for 2 years on and off type shit. I'm making a choice with you. Always. Yes, good. You, yes. But she said, I blacked out. Right? Remember I told you, I'm sleeping. I get woken up because my homies is leaving. I go to the guest room. I wake her up. Right? That's when I wake her up during the night. So I hit my homies on the side. Now, I'm going to be honest. I hit my homies. I said, bro, she's like, I said, what happened last night? By the way, they ain't never tell me they had sex with her. So now I'm the one who got to kick it off by putting them in a group text. Yo, what happened last night? Because Shorty's acting like she wasn't with y'all doing whatever. They tell me, bro, how is she saying that? She even convinced us to give her phone back. This is what my homie said on a different text. She convinced us to give her phone back, that she could call her friend, that her friend could come over too, another girl. So that's why I'm telling her. I'm telling her what my homie said. They says you were trying to call and bring your friend to join it. By the way, keep in mind, if I'm not sleeping, why am I keep reiterating what another nigga is saying? I'm like a middleman, right? Look, then she says, no call was made. I assumed they'd leave at some point. It was mad awkward, and I mentioned I wanted to come with my friend to meet you, not to, and I guess it says have sex with your friends. Hold on. Let me get that text message. Not to, here we go. Okay, have sex with your friends. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. Then here's the rest of that message, right? Cool. Look. She says not okay. She said not to have sex with your friends. He got mad. He got mad at me saying everything with Ack got to go through me first and a whole bunch of creepy stuff. Nigga, I'm sleeping, my nigga. Like, I get that somebody else, but I'm just talking about me, dog. I'm talking about me right now, though. She's saying one of my peoples is saying that to her. I said, I don't know. This is what I'm texting her. I don't know. I'm getting two different stories. Bro, if I'm there, if I'm like present, if I'm kicking it with y'all doing what I would be awesome two different stories. I'd be like, no, that's what happened. I'm getting two different stories, LO.
And there is where we have the sexual assault and rape case happening. Because if there is multiple people saying different things on what happened that evening, you're asleep, it's your house. Apparently, a girl basically got into a DP situation where she doesn't know if she was too drunk and too intoxicated or she was drugged. So when you have multiple stories of what happened, and now a rape kit is administered, yeah. Now you have a case on your hands, Zach. So if you're thinking that you don't have a case because you've covered your ass, of course, you are heavily wrong.
Well, I said I didn't ask them about anything about that night until today. After you text me, I literally tell her, I didn't ask my homies nothing about that night until right now when you texted me, right? Then she says, I wish I could see the entire video, how I got upstairs after the pool, and when the other guy got naked on top of me. Everyone was gone when I got up. Okay. Then I think the last one is the last message. Okay. Here's the last message, I believe. Okay. Wait, is this the same one as that? Oh, okay, so I gotta put 60. Okay, give me 1 second, John. Okay. All right. So the next message that follows that is this, right? She says,
Okay. Nah, everyone was going when I got up. That's the last thing she said. And then what happens after that is everyone's going. I got up. Sorry, chat. Like I'd screenshot these and sent it to myself. Oh yeah, everyone was going when I got up. Okay, so she said I wish I could see the entire video. So now she's asking. She wants to see the video, right? By the way, this is the video that the police already got. Like the police got this shit in 4K. Like this is if everything we're talking like it's in 4K, my nigga. Oh. Why am I downloading the wrong part then? I'm having computer problems now. Here. Okay. All right. So cool. She says, I wish I could see the entire video. Oh, I didn't have the right thing on my bad. I'm stupid as fuck. Oh, I said, I have no idea. I haven't watched any of it. So I'm telling her, like, bro, I haven't watched the full video of y'all doing everything, bro. It was like, I don't know how long they were going for, bro. Like, I just wasn't going to be there. Hey, let me just eat my popcorn and watch my friends fuck the shit out of this girl that I was talking to. Like, bro, no. So it's like, I have no idea. I haven't watched any of it other than when you were denying it happened. I said, I'd rather not, LOL. I'd rather not watch the video. That's what I'm trying to tell her. Like, I'd rather not watch this type of video. She says, we don't have a choice because they're going to ask me all that and I don't remember that part. That's what she's saying. Then I said, who is they? She says, I just mean the doctors. Then she says, I don't know how this works, if a statement has to be taken or what. I don't want any of this to happen to any other person like that. And this is what I said. I said, I'd rather be kept out of stuff like this. Def don't want to be the middle person because everybody got their sides. I talked to my homies. They said, bro, nigga, she was mad awake. She was making us take shots. Yo, she was lit as fuck. Like, she did blah, blah, blah. That's their story. I talked to her. She's like, oh, I don't remember none of this. And I'm like, okay, I'm like in a weird position. Then she says the last thing that got my fucking house raided. That's what I keep telling you. Don't invite nobody to your crib. This is why my house got raided. That's true, but it happened. See? So she's admitted it. I'm the middle person. Then she says, it's true, but it happened at your house. I don't have to lie about anything or make up story. Happened at your house. I think is that the last one? Oh, yeah, well, this part really here. But yeah, so if that wasn't the one that got my shit rated, it was definitely this part right here. Look at me. So I said, oh, she says, that's true, but it happened at your house. I don't have to lie about anything or make up stories. I said, yeah, but I got no parts. This is what I'm saying. I got no parts to do with what you guys did. I got no parts to do it. Then she says to me, I guess you won't be helping me figure this out. Then she says, that's okay. I know I'll need help because this is too much for just me. I said, of course, if I can help, I will. But I was sleeping for the whole thing, LOL. I don't know what y'all interactions were. And she says, let's see what the advice. This is, bro, this is the last conversation I have with her then until she calls asking for the number of one of the other guys. And then 2 hours later, the police is trying to get the DVR. I guess she went to the cops. It's fine. But my nigga, like this, if you read the messages and you're like, yo, oh no, she's basically saying you did some shit to her. Nigga, and where did she say I did some shit to her? Nigga, to keep it real, and this is why I'm so upset. Like not at her, I'm just upset about the situation. Because if I had saw her on video doing whatever and I never mentioned it, this would never be a thing. That was me. And I guess I got a big mouth, but I really just thought I'm being a good host. Hey, everything was cool last night. Everything y'all did, y'all was cool, right? It was straight? Yeah, everything was straight. All right. So, you know y'all like make like a whole fucking fuck tape on my shit. Like y'all everything's, what? Anyway, bro, come on, dog. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's right here, nigga. It's right here. Like, there's many opportunities. Nigga, you don't even start a conversation by saying, I'm sorry. Terribly. Bro, you know why she's apologizing to me? Bro, I start clamming up pause. Like, remember she wanted even a hug? Like, nigga, I'm giving her one of these. Like, bro, like, I'm not about to, like, hug. Because, this is a girl like, you know them chicks who like you really locked in with. Like, I would kiss her from time to time. I ain't gonna lie. All right, now I'm kind of distant. All right, gang. All right, let's see what's up. So when she's leaving, she could tell there's an energy switch with me. I remember like, yo, she even told me, she's like, damn, you don't even hug me the same. Like, oh, damn, you usually get me breakfast. I'm like, no, my mom's coming. Like, it's all good. That's why she's hit me with a tone. I'm sorry. Terribly sorry. I said, I don't know what you want me to say. I ain't mean for all that to happen. I know you can never look at me the same. Bro, if this was, oh, nigga, you did something. You know what that text would have been? Nigga, you did this to me, nigga. You feel me? Anyway. I'ma just I just wanted to arm anybody who wants to seek knowledge and who wants to seek some information or factual basis about this situation. Yeah, there you go. You feel me? There you go.
In a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. So, and thank you guys also that were paying attention. Yes, that screaming video was never even from the same exact night. So I wanted to, of course, break down the actual court case, as well as I wanted to show these clips in a certain series of events to show you guys, hey, this is just one of those things where, again, a good judgment of character wouldn't hurt you, Ak. A good judgment of character would not hurt you. This entire video was pretty much to display the fact that you have to start using your power and money around you to make much smarter decisions so that these type of things do not happen. Now, granted, fortunately for you, you had covered your ass ahead of time by even posting these videos. So hopefully that law enforcement does remind themselves and say, hey, he did make these videos saying that such and such happened and that, you know, it wasn't a rape, it was more consensual than anything. Because from what it sounds like to me, Shorty just got too, we'll keep it light, Shorty just got too drunk and then such and such happened. But who knows? Because allegedly there is a sexual assault here. But that's why I said, if you were being a little bit more careful and not so drunk, inviting another woman over to your house while you still have Che coming to your house, at that on top of that woman being there, think about that. You forgot that you had Zia coming to the house. And you already had Che coming to the house as well? You're slipping. You're slipping, sir. This is why I said this is one of those times where you have to slow down. You have to take this as a hard lesson, because this actually got public. This wasn't something where it was like the egg on your face and it got quiet for you. This wasn't something like you embarrassing Angelica and it got quiet for you. This isn't Selena Powell crying on her IG live over you and it gets quiet for you. This is a oh shit, as your boy Drake would say. This is a oh shit, I gotta chill. Very much so. Because even your girlfriend, or should I say your ex, has the same
damn
sentiments.
near like the door almost hit me in my face. I run into the bathroom that's right next to the bedroom.
She was explaining what had happened when she got there that evening. But listen to what she says in regards to the rape case.
I'm gonna let y'all know now. I'm done with AK for good. So it's like, if y'all want to know about the rape case, I'll really tell y'all, because AK didn't tell the real story. I promise AK did not tell the real story about that shit. And I hate that he even tried to like do that to that girl. But it's like, we could really get to it.
This is Che, the last ex-girlfriend, which is by far the most savage of them all, if you ask me.
Fuck it, I'll tell his story now. The whole thing with the rape case is that AK is saying that he's clear, he's saved because he was never in the pool fucking the girl. Cool, that's true. That's very true. He was never in the pool fucking the girl. But what I will say, there's no cameras upstairs. And it's a reason why his DNA was in the rape kit. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying no more. Like, I done been with him and his lawyers and all that shit. Like, I know the real story to all that shit. Like, it's cool. It is what it is. Like, the fact that he feels like he can put all my information on the internet, cool. But, like, my nigga, you know the real. I'm not blackmailing nobody. Like, I mean, all I ask AK to do is to tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Like, your fans will not look at you no different. They will never look at you no different. Just tell the truth. He keep kicking, oh, I was never in the pool. I never fucked her. Cap. Like, cool, you weren't in the pool, but come on now. Like, you know it's a reason why your DNA was on that rape kit. Like, and it's like, y'all gonna see later on when the girl come out with her own story. Like, y'all gonna, if y'all ask AK if he ever fucked the girl, he cannot say no. If he never, that night is what I'm saying. If you ask AK if he never fucked that girl that night, he will not be able to say no. But was he in that pool video? No, he was not in that pool video. But what I will say, there's no cameras upstairs. Of course you wouldn't be on video.
Interesting. So as you heard from Che, apparently if he was to take a lie detector test about that same night and was asked, well, did you have any intercourse with her that evening? He would not be able to say no. So like I said, this is once again one of those things where you must be careful, academics. Yes, you have the text messages of what happened that evening in regards to the pool and what happened at the hot tub and you being asleep afterwards. But what it sounds like now is that girl was there for you while you were still, I guess, somewhat coherent. You did smash, then proceeded to go to bed. She stays, ends up smashing both the homies. But of course, it's gotten too lit at that point to even remember that she smashed the homies. Once again, this is one of those things, and shout out to the 68 people that are in here. I love all you guys. Thank you. Shout out to Natasha Hammond for the super chat as well. I greatly appreciate that and love you for that. Everybody that joined here this evening. I hope there's enough people in here that are all academic fans that'll just, slide this into his comments and chat and say, hey, there's a brother out there trying to say, yo, you need to slow down a little bit. Just slow down just a little bit. Like I said, speaking from personal experience, they say it ain't tricking if you got it. But as you always have said, being hard on thoughts, that wasn't hard on thoughts, number one. Number two, you were way smarter than this, as you have displayed by even showing that you would have these text messages on your live like this prior to the case happening. Because let's get an understanding of this. Notice how even with you having all of this and also going on your live saying that the police have understood what's going on and they've been there about 40 or 50 different times for the same type of situation or even the same type of girl. That's another thing. Why does the police have to come to your house 40 and 50 fucking times? For anything, for that matter. If I got that type of money, I don't want the police coming to my house one time. Get it? I don't need them coming there at all. That is my point of this whole video. We don't need police coming to your house and knowing you random, or should I say knowing you casually at all. You need to slow the fuck down. Best way to slow down? How about you get you a 28-year-old? Angelica's 28 right now. Look at how mature Selena is right now. She's 28. Even though she's, she's been through the ringer, so to speak. Why don't you find you someone that's 28 and a little bit up? 24 ain't gonna do it, because then 24 gets you shit like this, where the 24-year-old is exposing you, saying it's cap that you can't be monitored in the bedroom because there ain't no cameras there. It's only cameras downstairs and throughout the rest of the house. That 24-year-old that put you on blast about the tranny. Well, not about the tranny, but at least gave you some, clarity about the tranny. But it's the same one that also threw you a little bit under the bus while she was with Tony the Closer. And amongst other things. Same one that videotaped you. 24 years old, brother. Someone that's, if you are 32, 8 years your senior. But if you're 34, going on 35, it's 11 years your senior. Chill out with the young ones, man. Get some about 20, 28 and 30 years old right now. If you want it younger than you. It just ain't worth it at the end of the day. Because even though, like I said, you covered yourself in a sense with the you covered yourself with the videos of the text messages in a sense, but not necessarily enough if you had actual intercourse with the woman that night. That's the worst part about this, is the fact that it's gonna now go to trial and go to court for real, and you actually did have sex with that girl that night. You're making it seem like, and lying and saying that you just, came home after the party and just went to sleep and forgot she was coming over in the first place. So, with that being said, y'all, I think we've had enough intervention for the homie today. And we will see what the rest of the coming weeks, because I haven't seen Ack on live past couple. Matter of fact, let me just check real quick, because I don't think he went live today at all. Especially with everything going on. I do recall there being, his live last night having Aiden Ross on it. Yeah, him having the live with Aiden Ross, of course, and Aiden Ross had said, if this is your last stream, I understand right now. That's the thing. Hope it's not his last stream, but if it is his last stream, it's very understandable, because like I said, YouTube is definitely not going to want to, Spotify or the other corporations, if any of this is true, you about to get R. Kelly, my brother. Unfortunately, that channel is going to be demonetized, as well as it's going to be blacklisted. If any of that sexual assault or rape is going to be, if you guilty of any of that. You also got the warning with your boy Lil Boom. Remember Lil Boom got caught in Walmart? We talked about that in the pod. When Lil Boom got caught looking at little girls and shit. And I said, this the type of shit you got going on in your camp? and you ain't paying attention to it. Like I said, man, you got too much damn money to not be this aware. It's time to get not only therapy, take some time to get some therapy, and go find you an old girlfriend that you actually know and is close to. Someone that you could just really kick with and be yourself with. Find that one that you could be yourself with. You have the type of money that you can do that. But until then, it's gonna be the same circle, the same cycle for you, brother.
What type of games being played? How's it going down?
I love all y'all for tuning in. This was great. Make sure y'all pay attention more to the chat, but until then, peace.
Politicking with this chicken, wondering if I'm a creeper. Little hood rat bitch from 25th named Tamika, coming through like I do, you know, getting my bark on. Knew she was a dog, cause when I met her, she had a scarf on. 54'11", size 7 in girls. Baby face would look like she was 11 with curls. Girlfriend, remember me from way back? I'm the same cat with the wave cap. That motherfucker that TNT used to blaze at. Still here, so it's all good. Oh, you know my niggas rich and them doing their thing on 35th Dam. It's a small hood, and it's all wood, so let me get that number. I get up, I hit you on the track later on, see what's up. Talking to shorty made me wanna do something nice. Looking at that ass made me wanna do something tonight. And I know right when I see right. Shorty looking like she tight, she bite. Let her give a nigga the green light.
What type of games are being played? How's it going down? It's on till it's gone, then I got to know that.